Hey, what's going on, Washington Football X? It's your boy Rod, and we were back with Pod 72, and we got our drinks. Everything's flowing. We're getting ready to start another Barbershop pod, but before we roll into the pleasantries and the formalities, Phil, enter the drop.
Number 72. We want to dedicate this to the great Dexter Manley. God, so underrated in the history of professional football. Had 9 seasons with Washington, played out his final 2 years in Phoenix and in Tampa Bay. But we're not even going to talk about that. We're going to talk about 9 years of Washington, 91 sacks, including a 4-year stretch where he had 11, 13.5, 15, and 18.5 sacks in 1986. One-time All-Pro, one-time Pro Bowler. That's why I say he's criminally underrated. He was underrated and in his time. Little smaller than the last pods man that I talked about, which was Charles Mann. He was about 6'3", 250, about the size of your average NFL linebacker at this point. But he was fast and he was just mean. Dude just walked with a different swag about him for Joe Gibbs' team. But he put in his work, and now he's doing a lot of work. Does a lot of Christian outreach, things like that. Does a lot of speeches and so forth. Comes out my way often. And I've gotten to see Dexter speak on many occasions. So, dude's just an all-time Washington legend, and just one of the greatest defensive players ever put on burgundy and gold.
Definitely, man. It's when I first came in, and I was like, "Hey, this gotta be Dexter Manley, right?" And Phil started cracking a smile, like, "Yeah, absolutely. We definitely have to dedicate this pod to him." So, yeah, definitely.
Damn, Stephen Bowen.
I know, not Stephen Bowen. Definitely not. But before we jump into the barbershop portion, we will at least talk about reverse enemy intel. And we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys Week 16 this year. A day after Christmas, December 26, 2021. It's a primetime game, Sunday Night Football. So how you guys feeling about Dallas? And Dev's already wearing a blue shirt, so I'm not sure if he's jumping across the picket line. But, Dev, I'll kind of start it with you. How do you feel about the Cowboys primetime game? I think it's our last primetime game for the season this year. How you feeling?
I'm feeling like I'm going to call into work because I won't be able to watch it otherwise.
So, oh, shit, that's right. Well, you definitely got to call in then.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably have like no parts or some shit and get laid off. So thanks, China. But
they've been retooling this year, though, man. Dallas is always going to get the national nod. It seems they're always picked to win the division, but I'm concerned with the game. I don't think that's going to be the same Dallas team from last year that was a punching bag for the league at mass.
What have they done differently?
Well, I mean, they got their star players back, man. That's the biggest thing.
Who they got back?
The ball?
Who, Dak?
Dak was balling, man. Dak was balling, bro. Dak
was balling, but Dak had lost every game when he was balling.
But their defense was trash as well, man. It was almost like Griffin and
Cousins. Who's their starting middle linebacker? Let me tell you. Michael Parsons.
Fuck Michael Parsons, bro.
Dev is smiling.
Never heard of him.
Why fans always capping for players that didn't we just talk about that?
Fuck Parsons, dog. Fuck Michael Parsons. Fuck Chandler Parsons. Fuck
Chandler
anybody's last name
my
Parsons.
Fantasy hero, man.
Where's he at now? He probably got a Washington football team podcast like us. Doing nothing right now. I mean, he was a sneaky fantasy player, man. I ain't trying to clown on him. He wasn't a bum or nothing. Like, he was a good player, but he never played.
Till he played a lot till he started getting hurt at the end because he was on Houston, then he went to Memphis, and then
never played again. Disappeared. Probably still getting paid from Houston though. By the way, go Knicks. That's why I got the blue on.
Yeah, baby. We're gonna talk NBA. I'm sure. Me and you are feeling a little bit happy. These two, maybe not as much. But Steve, Week 16, Dallas. What's the final score? What's our stat sheet looking like at the quarterback position? Before you answer that, what's the quarterback numbers looking like for Washington? Week 16
versus Dallas. It's going to be in Dallas, 26th. That's my birthday, by the way. So I'll probably too drunk to even remember what's going on. So December 26th, that's going to be prime time. You said 9:20, 8:20 in Dallas.
PM, yep.
Man, I think it's going to be closer than people think. A lot. I mean, we're going to have already just run through Seattle, the Raiders. We're going to have seen Dallas 2 weeks prior. So they're going to know. We're going to know. They're going to know. And then we got Philly, and then we're at this game right now. So I think it's going to be close. I'll go like 24. Man, it's my birthday. I got to pick the home team, right? I'll go 24-23 Washington, and I'll say, Fitz will throw for 250, 2-1.
Okay. I can live with that.
Yeah.
Phil, Dallas.
Because we know Gibson owns the Cowboys. He is Jerry Jones's son. So
now, this game's in Washington, correct?
No, it's in Dallas.
It's in Dallas. All right. So, hell with it. We own Dallas in prime time. So, I'm going to say I don't think their defense. I mean, Parsons is there, but what else did they really do? That was like a big move on their defense, and their defense was terrible. One player like Parsons helps a lot, but I don't think that he makes up for their other deficiencies. I'm going to say 38-27 Washington.
We get our scores and shit?
Yeah, why not? And, none of this is going to count because we're going to redo all this before the season starts anyway. But 38-27 Washington, and I think Fitz is going to go for 330, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. It's going to be one of his better games of the year, and he's going to, be dropping bombs on your moms. Fuck car alarms.
Not the bop gun.
I mean, so we know we swept them last year. It's a different team, but 25-3 when they came to FedEx, and then 41-16 when we visited them in Dallas last year. So if we could keep up that trend, that would be beautiful. But it's the past 5 games we are 2-3 against them. So all time, Dallas they hold the cards, man. It's 73-47-2. We own the postseason advantage. We met them twice in the playoffs, and we beat them both times. So it's going to be a good game. Looking forward to it. Day after Christmas, kids will be happy and cheerful. I love the holidays. I think that we will beat them as well. So I'm going to say that it's going to be Washington 35, Dallas 24. And I think we'll kind of pull away towards the end of the game. And you're looking at, and I'm thinking with the way that Ron Rivera seems to be building this football team now, we're signing a lot of tight ends. I'm not sure how heavy we're going to go, but he came on record at least saying that, hey, Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't have to win football games for us. We're not building this team right now where the quarterback has to go out there and be the hero week in and week out. So if we truly play smash mouth football and we have these big jumble tight end sets where we're running 2 tight ends either in a passing formation and or running formation, I think it's going to be very advantageous to us. And it all depends on how Micah Parsons kind of pans out for the Dallas Cowboys, because if he's a true general in the middle of the field of that defense, it'll make it a little bit more difficult for them. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good game, and I cannot wait to revisit this topic, in December when we're all together.
I may have to change my prediction. Y'all talking about tight ends. I just realized that Dallas did add Jeremy Sprinkle, and Lord knows he might go for 12 catches for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns on us.
Unless Jeremy gonna sprinkle some Jesus Christ.
Don't throw it to Stonehands.
No, please throw it to Stonehands.
Yeah, but what if he ends up being like Carlos Rogers, man?
Well, I haven't heard about him getting LASIK surgery, so I think we're good.
I mean, Carlos Rogers would drop every ball that hit him in the hands. He left us, and all of a sudden became a stud. So it's like, what the hell's going on?
Man, Sprinkle.
They say those who can't play receiver play cornerback, right? Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
Motherfucker did us like Blake Griffin did the Pistons. Act like he can't dunk for 2 years on the Pistons. He go to the Nets, he dunk every damn thing.
Bastards. Fucking Nets. But now we're going to transition to the fun part of the pod. So it's the barbershop, session is here. So I'm going to kind of open up. You guys, you all follow me, and sometimes from the Addicts account, I'm tweeting that I really dislike Trae Young. We're going to talk about the Wizards game in a second, but a Knicks fan was ejected pretty much from the arena at the close of the game and then banned for life. I hope it's an NBA lifetime ban across the league, but he ended up spitting on Trae Young. People, we're still in the pandemic. You're still supposed to be wearing a mask. He had the mask kind of looped around his chin, whatnot. Really unfortunate incident. And then when we drive a little bit south down I-95, a fan dumped popcorn on Russell Westbrook's head as he's like leaving the floor with an ankle injury. So I really appreciate the malice in the palace. And fellas, I guess a question to you guys: do you think that needs to come back? The players need to start going into the fans' stands and really fucking some of these dudes up, man.
No, because I'm telling you right now, if I'm a fan and one of them niggas running the crowd at me, I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm not running like them dudes in Indiana did, dog. I'm not from Indiana. No disrespect to Indiana niggas, but if you got to do that shit down here, man, I'm gonna pull something out on Jackson run up in the crowd on me, bro. I ain't playing around that shit. That nigga knocked out fat people, man. You see him? He's just knocking out niggas that he could knock out anywhere, man. He ain't come knock out nobody is like 6'5", 200-something pounds. Because they had 6'5" niggas in the crowd if you watch it. This dude just knocking out chubby dudes sitting on the sideline, going to the crowd, trampling over old women and shit. That's bitch made, bro. Knock out a real nigga, man. Y'all ain't knock out nobody.
It's just it's kind of disrespectful though, man. Oh my God, these fans are out of control.
They deserve it, man. If I seen The Rock at a bar, I ain't gonna walk up to The Rock and be like, "You a pussy," and spit on him, and not expect The Rock to whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's
let the players go in the stands,
right? But if you go in the stands on me, bro, I'm gonna fuck you up. And if I don't fuck you up in the stadium, I'm like waiting on you outside the stadium, bro. I don't fuck around with that shit. I ain't asking for trouble, but don't walk up on me, bro, because you think you're in the NBA.
But don't spit on players or dump popcorn on them.
True. Here's the thing: you coop people up for a year, you finally let them out, and they don't know how to act, and that's
not a good excuse.
No,
it's not a good excuse.
No, it's not an excuse. It's an explanation.
Yeah,
but saying like you have a dog, you let them off the leash, run around the house.
You see, that's also indicative. That's also indicative of how people are. Like when people feel protected, they feel like they can't be touched. Because they will do wild shit. Social media is a perfect example of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I talk reckless on social media at times, but I'm also not afraid of coming across people in person. Ron knows I got one guy's address. I can fly down there now and show up on his doorstep.
By the way, man, Ron Artest was right about in that Malice of the Palace thing. That dude walked by and threw a beer in his face. Yeah, I got to get you at that point. I'm not saying don't get the one that deserves it. Like if dude does popcorn or spits on you, Young got the right to go slap that dude up. I mean, Young looks little to us, but Young's probably like what 6'2", 200.
He's my height. He's 6'3".
Yeah, he works out all day. You catch Young at Walmart. He is a big dude.
Yeah,
that's common. Fuck you up, Trae Young.
Trae Young will fuck your ass up, dog. Trae Young got you by 20 years. Nah.
Damn, son. My back hurt when you just said that.
Man, he got me by 20 years. I'm not trying to fight none of these athletes, man. I will.
Let's be real though. Let's be real.
I'm not trying to fight none of y'all. But I'll pull something out on y'all.
I'm Mr. It's funny because I actually preach you should only be violent in defense of yourself. You should never be like, I never want to be the guy to take the first swing. When you spit on someone, that is equivalent to swinging, in my opinion. It's
assault by law.
That is you are trying to put your bodily fluid on me. No. That's equivalent to swinging to me.
He spit over 50 Cent and two female companions. Like
50 spit over 50 Cent. He's not a small dude either.
Bro.
That's impressive.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy. Like I don't know.
Did he do anything or just kept moving? He took the high road.
I don't even think he even recognized it. I don't even think he realized that he had gotten spat on. He probably just thought it was like liquid from a cup or something like that. You can see like the dude spit. You can't see his face at the time, but you can see him lean forward, and you could see the projectile, the spit come out. It hit Trae Young probably in like his right arm or something like that.
Yeah.
But he was about to inbound the ball, so he's focused on looking on what's going on in the court and who he's about to pass it to. Disgusting.
Oh, it was during the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, during the game.
Yeah, he probably
Like I said,
the roof was leaking
Like
on
it's
the garden.
funny, like the chance, like the chance. It's been dope to watch, like the arenas filled up again because we're football fans. Like we're looking forward to that experience. We all want to go to Vegas in December, meet up. Hopefully we get into the game. If not, we're going to be in the bar in Las Vegas Strip having a blast. But like we're all looking forward to that again. But like, come on, man, that's as much shit that like I'll talk about a play. I don't mean
human decency involved in
absolutely.
Thing,
Like they're calling them bald. They were chanting like get a haircut or like you're bald. Like he started like laughing during the game. That was funny. Like that's the atmosphere. Like you kind of like, okay, like let's get into this guy's skin, mess with him a little bit. And he cooked us game one. And I was happy to see us get at him. And then it kind of is the first like playoff appearance for the Knicks in 8 years. We get a win at home. The pandemic is kind of in its waning phase and it's going away, and then that happens. You're like, oh, come on, man! Like, what the hell?
Right. Knicks fans better be careful, man. They're gonna end up like Reggie Miller and Spike Lee.
Reggie
Don't say that. Don't say that, bro.
Only one high yellow dude get to beat us this decade, man, or this century.
I was a little kid, Steve. That's fucked up, man. Because
that's the golden age of the Knicks, man. That's the Knicks. That I wasn't even a Knicks fan.
The NBA.
That's the van.
I love that Knicks team, man.
That's the Van Gunny holding on the ankle.
I still remember him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that sucked, man.
Spike Lee was all about it, but that's when you guys were,
Back when NBA players fought. Back when NBA players fought NBA players and not regular people that don't work out. Back in those days.
Yeah. The same guy that did the popcorn to Russ, they found out that the dude was a season ticket holder, and then he's banned for life from the Wells Fargo Center. And they revoked his season ticket, so they probably kept his money.
Damn.
For the rest of the season, and then he's not allowed. He's banned. He's barred forever. So he can maybe he can create a second account and come in as somebody else into the stadium.
So anyone listen to this pod, and then if you're watching this on YouTube when we post it, you see that the bottom ticker should fans get checked for being ignorant. Let us know. Hit up either Rod, myself at WFAddicts or WFAddicts rather. Hit up Dev, hello_I'm_Dev. Hit up Phil at Philly083 or hit up Steve at SteveLim_DC. But let us know, man. Should fans get checked for being ignorant in arenas across?
One more thing.
It's not the first time that's happened in Philly. When I went to the Philly game in 2015, I had a whole thing of popcorn chucked at me.
Yeah, don't do it to me, Philly. If I ever come to Philly, I'm in the link and you pour popcorn on me, you're getting fucked up.
I mean, Phil.
I couldn't fuck somebody up because the thing came from behind me. I didn't even see you through it.
Yeah.
We're not trying to
saw the whole bag right on my head, and then a full beer went by about 5 seconds later.
You can't do it down here in Kentucky. We got what we call gun rights. So you'll never see nobody act the fool when it stands in Texas, do you?
Yeah. I won't shoot anyone over popcorn, but I will give you some fists for sure.
Nah, I'm too old though. Fist. I'll run out of breath trying to chase you down.
What if Corn Pop is the one throwing popcorn at you though, Dev? Joe Biden said he's a bad dude.
Who?
You never heard President Biden tell the Corn Pop story?
No.
Oh shit, man! I'll shoot you a link on Twitter or something like that. Funny as hell.
That was good.
Joe Biden.
So, anyone excited for the boxing matches this weekend, man? How you guys feeling about that?
Nobody likes boxing but you, man.
What's boxing?
I hate you guys. Fuck.
They still fight like this. Let's still fight like this, man.
You UFC scumbags. All right.
This is called I'm a pugilist. I'm a pugilist.
Right. You look like the Notre Dame logo.
I'm pulling up another logo so I can't see Steve mocking me, you fucker.
Man.
I'm excited. I like Devin Haney, good boxer. So
I don't know who that is.
It's cool. Is
it girl boxing?
I'm not even gonna talk no more. You guys bring up a topic then. What do y'all want to talk about?
MMA.
Hey, boxing. I'm not gonna lie, but I hate to say it, but the YouTube fiascos of Paul brothers. It's bringing.
He got a
boxing back.
show. He got a Showtime contract to fight real fighters.
Who?
One of them YouTube.
He's
dudes.
going to fight. He's going to
Yeah,
fight Mayweather.
He got a
June
Showtime.
6th.
He got a Showtime contract to fight real fighters though.
Yeah, when's he fighting Mayweather? June what? 6th?
That shit ain't never gonna happen, man.
Mm-hmm.
That shit ain't never gonna happen.
That's a Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday, June 6th. I don't know. I won't be home. I'll be on the road, unfortunately, but maybe I'll catch you in the hotel room lobby or some shit like that, or hotel.
Hey, y'all watch the podcast. Y'all subscribe me some chapstick, man. Watch shit. Like my lips are so big that chapstick hasn't even been a spray for my ass though. Have you
ever finished a tube of chapstick?
I use like Thompson's water seal, bro.
Have you ever finished it though, Steve? I cannot finish a tube of chapstick. I lose them.
Man, you find them, they got a hair and like all kinds of ignorant ants and everything.
Yeah.
You never lose them with the top on.
Damn.
Yeah, I lose them. That's right.
I've
like
never finished a tube of chapsticks. I seen that on Twitter earlier today. I'm like, I just started laughing. I was like, yeah, I don't think I've ever finished a single tube of chapstick.
It's in your car.
Just like a pen.
Yeah.
You ever finish an ink pen?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's funny. What do y'all So let's talk about Jay-Z, man. Let's talk about Hove.
Yeah, that's the big story.
That's my favorite rapper, my favorite football team. I like it.
They're saying he's a Cowboys fan. Somebody posted, I think it was James Thrash or Jerome Thrash in the group. Apparently he's related to James Thrash though, so pretty dope there. But I guess he said that
Jay made a quote. Jay made a quote in, was it Diamonds Are Forever? Diamonds, the Kanye West song. He goes, "I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. So let me handle my business." Damn, the dude could be whatever he wants. He's a hustler. So if buying a stake in the Washington football team just ups Rock Nation just a tad, he'll do it. Now, if it's a minority ownership, what I was reading when all the other Dwight Schrute crap's going on, I don't think those guys. I don't know if they make any money off the team.
They don't have any.
But you get the perks of being a owner, but I don't think you're getting the revenue shares at all.
And you don't even get any say so. I don't know what it matters.
He's gonna get whatever percentage he owns. He gets dividend payments.
Okay.
The problem with minority owners is that Dan was withholding those because there's an ownership dispute.
Yeah.
The only thing that Jay-Z is, I think the interesting thing that he's worried about in this is that him being probably the only black minority owner, if that happens, right? He's got to be one of the few.
Yeah, I'm not tracking that.
Few minority owners.
Yeah, the Jaguars owner was it Shah Khan?
Right. Yeah. Shah Khan's not black though, but yeah.
No, just minority.
Right. But I'm saying, I think that I think that might be the significance of that might be greater than the actual him owning it. That's a do nothing role. He's just pretty much investing his money. It's like stock market to him.
I wonder how he have to sell his
Did you all know that the ties go back a little bit further?
They hired a PR firm, right?
Well, the guy who's the CFO of the Washington football team, his previous job was CFO of Rock Nation. And
there it is.
It was through that guy that they were leaking those stories. The New York Times was suddenly breaking stories on Dan Snyder and Dwight Schrute and all the other minority owners.
Huh.
Those were all going through Rock Nation and their PR team to the New York Times.
Who would you rather have?
There's some vibe going on here.
Would you rather have Rock Nation or would you have like Rich Paul and LeBron now be the minority owners? Which one would you rather have?
Rock Nation.
I don't know.
I'm not a LeBron fan, so
I'm just you're on mute or something, Steve.
I'm looking to see who they represent Rock Nation, like the sports agency, because I wonder if he would have to divest ownership in that to be an NFL owner.
True, he had to divest ownership of the Nets so he could, form Rock Nation as an agency.
So, but on the same token, while we're talking about that, you know that he also was a minority stake in the Nets, but he's a Knicks fan. So there's your side by side comparison. Then he's a Knicks fan who was a minority owner in the Nets. He's a Cowboys fan who may be a minority owner of the Washington football team. So it's no different. And last time I checked, the Nets look like they're going to win it. So
yeah, is he still involved with the Nets? Or
I think he just sold them.
He sold off his minority share in like 2013.
Okay. So the only player that was loosely, I guess, linked to the Washington football team that's represented by Rock Nation. Take a guess.
Young.
Loosely.
He's no longer with the team, but he was until recently.
D'Angelo Hall.
Morgan Moses.
Nope.
Dwayne Haskins.
Trent Williams.
Bryce baby.
Bryce Love.
Oh, really?
Bryce Love, yeah.
You know what? I didn't know
Phil's
that.
blushing, y'all.
Can we start the blush coming back? Bryce Young coming back rumor.
That ain't
Who's that
happening.
coming back?
Bryce Young. We're gonna start the Bryce
Guys.
Guys.
What we talking about? Oh, Bryce Love. I'm lost. I'm high, man. Fuck this shit. Play the music. I know you're gonna play it. Play the fucking music.
I know how to do it on this
Bryce
platform.
Bryce Love. You talking about the running back? I was thinking about Geis. I don't know why I thought about Geis.
You're thinking about Geis, the other running back?
Yeah, you said Bryce. I said Geis in my mind.
Yeah. Bryce Love. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, I'm for
two
it, man.
completely different human beings. Dude,
right, Geis Love.
So many ways.
It's gonna be Geis Love from now on. Fuck it.
I wonder what creative, I guess, thumbprint Jay-Z would be able to put on the Washington football team.
Probably some cool jerseys.
He would put asses in seats. I guarantee he would work with Jason Wright for like marketing purposes. And I imagine, because, the more money the team makes, the more money he makes, he probably would put his assets and his name behind it.
Huge proponent of Kaepernick. Like, I think that ship has sailed for sure, but it's just interesting to see if people associate that, and I hate to say baggage, if he were to come to the team, because the fan base is, for what it's worth, you got people who support and some people who don't, and that's a prerogative. But I just hope that they wouldn't never necessarily be so negatively affected by him potentially taking a stake in the ownership.
Right.
Right.
I mean, we've seen that when we changed from the Redskins to the football team, people get pissed off. So, human nature.
Yeah, Jay-Z is Teflon, dude. Nothing sticks to him.
Right. Yeah, and I don't even know if you've heard it publicly from him himself, which is he's a quiet dude. He lays low.
He never gives interviews.
Yeah, super quiet.
Dude, if that happened, oh man, that would be so sick.
G's moving sounds like lasagna, Lil Wayne.
That would be dope. And then imagine him in the stands with Dan, and they're playing his music to warm up when they're out on the field at FedEx. Oh man,
what if they're warming up to play the Johnson he plays in New York?
First of all, by the way, that actually segues something. When we talk, because we're going to talk about favorite rappers later on, I want to mention that's like the most overrated song ever. Secondly,
every song with the name in it. Like, how many niggas in Kentucky was throwing ham whenever North Carolina? Man, I ain't never even been in North Carolina. I got hype over that damn. Yeah, the same shit. You
got my shirt off at prom.
I used to listen to Nelly, little St. Louis songs and shit, and thought I was from St. Louis the way I was jumping in this joint. People are weird like that.
Oh man.
I remember Louisville got on Bout It like on the remix. If you Louisville, Kentucky, we bout it. Everybody was hyped. Finally in the fucking song.
Damn. Y'all desperate for a scene.
We got one. Louisville. You gotta listen to it. But it's got gangs and shit in it. You don't know.
What you need,
first
of all,
man, I forgot.
Not just Jay-Z, but imagine you look up in that owner's box, you got Dan Snyder, you got Jay-Z, you got Beyonce. Because that comes with the package.
Yeah.
I need to pour more Kraken for that one.
You seen Beyonce in the halftime show.
You would you can't ostracize Wale though, because that's your hometown dude that you got to keep close. You still gotta have that relationship with Wale because he's DC. I mean, for around here, he is DC. He's in Durant whenever he's in town. Whenever they need to pimp him, he'll come out. But the ownership, the players having stake in ownership is like, look at A-Rod and J-Lo. They went in, even though they're getting divorced, they went in as a business to try to buy the Mets. It's a gold mine. If you can get stake into any professional ownership team, like, and clearly
A-Rod by the Timberwolves too.
Like Mahomes,
is he?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Timberwolves, yeah. They asked the
Really?
Edwards dude if he knew who A-Rod was. And he's like, I don't know who the fuck that. I don't know who that is. He didn't know who A-Rod was. That's crazy.
Damn.
Oh man. So
A-Rod.
yeah, it's exciting. I wish. I mean, it'd be cool.
Is
see what
A-Rod
happens.
looking to buy the Timberwolves like outright or just buy?
Man, I think they are. I'll look it up real fast. But
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, fucking. So it was April
Was
12th is the article, but
Yeah.
Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lore look to buy the Timberwolves for $1.5 billion. So that looks like a total purchase.
man, that dude was getting paid like $100. How much he was getting paid a year? Like 30 when no one else was getting that money? Some
Yeah.
weird shit.
Oh, and so he gets the Timberwolves and the WNBA's Minnesota Lynx. So 2 franchises. Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Him and a billionaire entrepreneur, Mark Lore. But it's finalized, so it's going to happen. So I'm
Yeah.
looking at an article.
Yeah,
from,
they're waiting on it. They have to wait on like a vote and it's final or some shit.
Yeah, shit. Wow. Damn. That's dope.
Every
That's-
now and then I
that's
got some
incredible,
news, dog. I told y'all about A-Rod buying a team and fucking.
You told us Cam Newton was
Wilkes
coming to the Washington football team. So
Told you
your
about-
news
he
is
still was-
necessarily
Aaron
Teflon,
he still was coming. And I told you
It
about
is
cockroach
Teflon.
milk.
This shit just falls off. Your news isn't perfect, man.
From the man who brought y'all cockroach milk.
And you told
That's
us
all I'm
about the
saying.
Asian fabulous.
Asian
Damn.
fabulous, dog. Yeah, Asian
That hat is cold as fuck, man. That's actually pretty dope.
Instead of
This is
keeping
the
it
only
gangster,
hat I
you
wish
can
I never
be-
bought.
you can be keeping it.
Oh.
You can be keeping it Wu-Tang or some shit.
I like that. Damn.
Wu-Tang's for the kids.
Dang.
Oh,
Remember
that
the
hat
Dave
is
Chappelle
cold,
skit?
bro. I like that shit.
My girl
Yeah,
got
it's-
my girl got about 2 or 3 friends. They hang out all the time. I call them the Poontang clan. They get mad at me.
One last bit of Washington football news. So
One of them's old dirty bastard, by the way.
ODB live and uncut.
Hey,
What?
DMX's album comes out tomorrow. If you listen
What?
to like Zelda, Exodus comes out tomorrow. I'm sorry, I don't know why it just came to my mind, but
What?
yes,
Say it again.
Exodus releases tomorrow, and I heard a song earlier with Griselda and DMX, and it's so dope. I hate that we're giving this man roses when he's gone, but definitely get his album when it drops at midnight. You know,
Shit, speaking of Griselda,
yeah.
get that motherfucking Conway the Machine album. It's the best album out. I can't
All
pronounce
of them.
All
that
their
shit's
albums.
name.
all the
Damn,
albums
Lord.
are bangers, bro. Oh my
Yeah.
god, man.
Real talk.
What's the new album called? What's it going to be called?
Exodus.
I seen on Tidal today coming. I think it's already out on Tidal.
It might be, but the song I'm talking about is called Hood Blues.
There it is.
It's
Y'all
dope,
see.
man. Yeah, it got West Side Gun, Benny the Butcher, and Conway. It's off the chain, man. Yeah, that shit is dope.
I see it in iTunes, but
I don't
I'm
even
not
know.
gonna
I don't even know
play- I'm
who's
not gonna play it
better,
on here.
Benny the
If-
Butcher or Conway. I don't even know who's better. Like they
I tell you
both.
what, if you have Apple Music and you have an iPhone, iDevice, whatever, make sure you update to the newest iOS, like 14.6. They put out the Apple Digital Master, so it's a higher bit rate, higher fidelity music, close to the title, and they still have like Dolby Atmos and actual like true digital masters coming in June. This upgrade alone with the Apple Digital Masters, it's incredible. Like I can physically hear the differences in my earphones. I got Sony like MX1000 headphones, pretty dope. You can hear it through the phone, and then when you sit in your car, it's phenomenal. So yeah, update your shit so you get the highest fidelity music, and it's free. It's no additional charge. So it's rare that Apple does something like that, and they're not upping the tiers. But it sounds if you're a music lover, you'll appreciate that new update. So shout out to Apple for that. But yeah,
What's up? Shout out to Apple. Hey, one last bit of Washington football
I
news.
wouldn't know
We're
anything
talking
about that.
That's right, you droid freak. Hey, I guess because Ron was so happy with the way offseason team activities were going, OTAs, the first
speak it.
he decided to, he was very pleased with the, according to John Keim, he dropped the final week of OTAs. So next week is off, and then they bumped up minicamp 1 week to 8 to 10 June. So, hey, that's pretty cool though. That's a first. I'm sure the players are loving that. They get an extra week off, but they are starting a week back up early. So I don't know.
Sound like you're just trying to get young and chasing there real fast. Young and Sweat.
Yeah. So
We
did they not
also-
report for OTAs at all? They don't have to. I mean, full disclaimer, full transparency. They don't
I wouldn't
have
either, by the way. Just
like
letting y'all know, I would never show up to some shit I ain't got to show up to. Like, they ask for volunteers at work all the time. But like, nah, I'm good. Rather go home, watch a video game, and do hood rat shit with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that those dudes did show up when they didn't have to, 86 players, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. And
I
apparently,
wonder what the turnout. I wonder what that correlates to as far as like percentage turnout the past couple of seasons. Like, is this the highest OTA turnout that we've had in the past decade?
Oh, I would say so. No one was showing up to Club J.
Nah, I don't know. When Jay first got there, they all was showing up.
It's weird because they loved. It seemed like players loved that dude though, man.
I liked him. Y'all tripping.
They loved how easy going he was.
Yeah.
But when push came to shove, they didn't like the fact that it stayed easy. Like, he didn't know how to push down that pedal when it was necessary. That's why DJ Swearinger got all up in Gruden's ass that last season he was there.
No.
You know, NBC, but Ron's showing you that, look, he'll reward hard work. Hey, we'll cut this short. We'll start up a week earlier because, hell, I mean, they had to tell the guys to take their shells off because they're not supposed to do the OTAs in shells. But the guys came out there ready to start clacking pads.
Oh wow!
On day one, and they said, "No, you gotta go take those off." Players, CBA says you can't do this, but that tells you these guys want to play. They want to play hard for this coach. And I mean, 86 out of 89 players, because I think only 3 didn't come in: Leno, Sweat, and Young.
And Steven Sims, your favorite player.
Steven Sims, 4. My bad. So it's 86 out of 90. Oh, Steven Sims, regression candidate, succeeded.
Did y'all see that Brandon Jacobs is eyeing a comeback? Remember the old
that big nigga Brandon Jacobs?
The Giants running back who's
Thunder.
I mean, he was massive.
I still remember him.
He's older. He's got to be older than me at this point.
39.
Yeah. And he said there's no way Tim Tebow is a better athlete than I am. He's trying to come back to the league.
He looks
That's crazy.
I mean, he's still in shape. I don't think we need any defensive end help, but hey, shout out to anyone who is a professional athlete. If you think you can still contribute, you want to come back and make a little bit of extra coin in your golden years as a professional athlete. Power to you, man.
Yeah.
I hope Tebow makes it does well, man.
That dude played.
He balls out.
6'4", 264.
Yeah,
as a running back. Yeah, I mean, people get involved with the Tebow stuff. Hey, you know what? It's a good story. I could care less. I'm not into the whole get a shot, don't get a shot. If he comes back, hey, that's cool. And this is what people were trying to tell him 4 or 5 years ago.
This is what people were trying to tell him when he got drafted.
Tight end. Yes, he could. You know what? I think
Tebow should have been a middle linebacker.
He's seeing people like Logan Thomas. He's seeing people convert from the position and still have a career, like
Jordan
look
Reed
at Logan
was
Thomas.
A quarterback.
Cam Sims was a free safety. Remember that?
In Florida, Jordan Reed was a quarterback in Florida, the same damn school. You know what? Did Tebow throw the ball to Jordan Reed? I bet you he did.
Yeah,
I think he did.
Yeah,
Reed's
Jordan
freshman year.
Yeah, definitely.
Was it Reed? I know he threw to Hernandez. I'm not sure if it was
Reed. Reed was there. Reed was supposed to be quarterback to move him to tight end. And they had him. Cam Newton was there at one time before he got kicked out.
He was. The Florida quarterback.
Chris Leak, I think.
Chris Leak. Yep.
They had a bunch of, and Tebow was all there at the same time, play quarterback. They moved the other guys.
Shout out to Urban Meyer. What a hell of a recruiting class he had then, man. Classes.
Well, classes, yeah. That dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, it just goes to show you, just like the coaches, sometimes we kind of complain about the not calling it nepotism, but it's I know the guy, so I want to bring him on. And coaches are doing the same thing. He's getting a shot. Is he going to take the roster spot of someone else who probably is grinding and working harder, been trying to, a journeyman? Probably. But that's how, as life, man. That's how it is. It sucks. But
he moved Etienne to wide receiver, didn't he? Or how you say his damn name?
Etienne.
Yeah, Etienne.
Travis Etienne, the running back.
He moved to running back. No, Etienne didn't play for Urban Meyer.
I know, but I'm talking about right now. He drafted him, and he moved to wide receiver.
Well, that dude could play multiple positions on the field. He's kind of he's a multi-tool player.
Oh, they moved him to wide receiver, really?
I think they did. I'm gonna make sure I'm right on that. Yeah,
5'10",
he took all the snaps at wide receiver. Taking all the snaps.
Y'all think the Jaguars will be any good?
No, not at all.
They're not going to be any good, but will they be better than they were last year?
How many games went last year?
Well, Jay Gruden's no longer their offensive coordinator, so probably.
Oh, really? Did he get fired again?
No, they got a whole new staff.
No,
okay, that's right.
Yeah,
yes, that's right. But I don't think that they were bad last year. Robinson was one of the best running backs in the league, man. They also had 2 wide receivers that almost made the Pro Bowl. So I mean, you can't say, and none of those guys were high draft picks.
When you're behind as frequently as Jacksonville was, you throw the ball a lot.
You said we were behind a whole lot, man. How many offensive players we had go to Pro Bowl?
Exactly. Well, that's because we're Washington and no one gives us any fucking respect, whether we're behind or ahead.
Sucked.
Who's Jacksonville's quarterback last year? Quick, 5 seconds. 5.
Teddy.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody fucking knows, man.
I just gave you a name. That's Gardner Minshew.
He didn't play last year though. Played like 2 games, some shit. Got hurt.
We scored 29 more points as an offensive unit than the Jaguars. Washington.
They had 1,000-yard rusher. We didn't, and probably 2,000-yard receivers.
But I'm just saying though, like it's incredible what the difference between 1-15 and 7-9 is. Like it's either they're a lot closer to being pretty good or decent, or we're a lot closer to being really bad. Time will tell. But
apparently from what OTAs look like, our offense should be cooking people this year.
That's what John Keim said. John Keim said it's going to be a pretty explosive offense. If it's Fitzmagic, it will be. If it's Fitztragic, we'll be pulling our nut hairs off.
Rod got to eat all those words he said about the offensive coordinator, man.
Hey, I want him to do well. Listen, here's the thing about Scott Turner last year, though, man, and we all saw it. The offense was fairly vanilla when everyone else was in, and Haskins came in, and all of a sudden you're running like a fucking triple option wishbone, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Like all this pre-snap movement. Maybe it was to help him identify what defensive set they're in. I don't know. I mean, I'm not an offensive coordinator. None of us are.
That's why they did the motions. But the other plays, no excuse. Like, why? You already know he doesn't have a grasp of the offense, yet you're going to run the most complex plays. The motions are always assigned. They always aid the quarterback because if the guy is spied, they're in man or zone. Correct.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. But all the other stuff, it's why are you running a triple option? Why are you running? Just run the damn ball.
I think because, and honestly, kind of look back at it, I think they knew that in terms of pure physical talent, Haskins had a lot more raw talent, so they figured they could do more. Especially, they wanted to push the ball downfield, but because Dwayne didn't have the offense, he was going short. He was going to his safety valve a lot. Yeah. And he was apparently doing the reads backwards on some plays. Like you said, going 1, 2, 3, 4. He was going 4, 3, 2, 1 on how he was reading the plays, things like that. And some of that's in somebody's got to grab this kid by the back of his neck and throw him into the film room. But at the same time, you got to grab yourself by the neck and throw yourself into the film room too. So we already covered that so much this past season. I do think that what you saw against Tampa Bay with the fact that Heineke was able to push the ball downfield more is more of what Scott Turner wants to do. And I think that they went and got one of the reasons they got Fitzpatrick is that Fitzpatrick can do that. And he's mobile. Amazingly, for a 39-year-old quarterback in the league, and he's mobile. And apparently he ran one in, he ran one in for a touchdown in I don't know if it was 7-on-7s, 9-or-9s, or 11-on-11s, but he ran one in for a touchdown from like 20-some yards out.
You can't smack a nigga in practice, though.
Yeah, but apparently no one came close.
Michael Westbrook would beg to differ with that statement.
Westbrook was watching those early UFCs back when there was no rules.
Oh my God!
We need to get Westbrook on the motherfucking pod, dog. That'd be lit.
Just ask Stephen Davis. Just ask Stephen Davis about that.
Stephen Davis is no punk either. I mean, that dude used to hit people. He was a physical player, and he took hits. And he took some hits from Westbrook.
Remember that time Landry got ran over by Brandon Jacobs?
Have y'all seen that video lately? Yeah. Go watch that. Anybody listening, after this pod, go watch on YouTube. There's like a Channel 9 report or something like that on Westbrook jumping Davis. And Jesus, it's
was
not even
bad.
funny.
It was bad. Like that was
Johnny beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah. Hey, whatever. I think Davis called him like a faggot or something like that.
Said something about his mama or something ignorant. I don't know what he said, man.
Yo, if you want to get your ass whooped like that,
The
you have
rumor
to
I
say
always
something.
heard was that
two motherfuckers you don't
Davis,
fuck with. That nigga and Kwame Brown. Don't fuck with them two, dog.
Yeah, the rumor I always heard was that Stephen Davis called Michael Westbrook like a homosexual or some shit like that, and like that set him off. Right, wrong, and different, true, false, who knows? I don't give a damn. But yeah, that beating was savage, man. Like I just remember him like laying on his side, Stephen Davis, and like Westbrook just like hammer fisting him multiple times in the face. So yeah, just definitely want to see that in the training camp.
The following season,
they ain't do it again.
One, Westbrook and Stephen Davis, they're in the end zone scoring touchdowns and doing that spinning high five shit they used to do. And they did that a lot in 99. Because that was the 98 preseason when that happened. But in 99, two of them acted like best friends on the field. So
it was that long ago?
Yeah.
That fucking disgusts me, man. Like, God damn.
I told you old, God. I told you
I was in high school, man.
So was I.
Damn. I'm not sure if y'all watch it. You probably saw my face turn up when Phil said that was 1998. God damn.
I was in college.
You're even older.
Year of high school. Yeah. Senior year of high school for me.
So I was a junior. Damn.
I was a sophomore.
Like a sophomore in college. I thought about this today, man. I was like, damn, man, I've been fucking since like 8th grade. That's like 30 years of fucking, man. Barbershop, motherfuckers. And I'm still terrible at it. That's what I don't get. Like, how many motherfuckers do something for 30 years?
Sean Devon Shears apparently does something for 30 years and still sucks at it.
Full
government.
We all suck at it. Just
he lives in Kentucky, ladies.
We all suck at it. It's just that they wives are good at lying.
Clearly, you should see some of the people in the military that's been in so that long. You would probably also question, you've been in for this long, and you still don't get it. You still don't get it. Rock can tell you.
Do you think Haskins moves beyond third string for the Steelers this year?
Speaking of Haskins, before you answer that, have y'all seen the Twitter video that's out? I was waiting for the right turn to bring this in. They're doing drills. Big Ben, they got receivers on the left, and they got Haskins, and then Big Ben to the right of him. So Big Ben throws the first throw. They're just running fly routes on the left sideline, and then Haskins gets the next like 4 snaps. There's like 2 drops and 2 overthrows. It is just like, oh man, I want him to do so well. I love Haskins, but that video did him no justice because he was 1 for 4 in his 5 quick passes, 1 drop and like 3 overthrows. It was like, oh man, great. It's OTAs, it's early, but all the talent in the world. I really want to see him do well, man. I really do.
Man, I told y'all this. That dude does not throw on time.
Yeah. Yep, that's true.
I think that
the time is now.
He has to have learned that, man. He's not untouchable.
That's what these things are for, though, man.
Feel that way.
He
should know that.
It's like an Achilles heel of powerful arm quarterbacks. Though I think Pat Mahomes is probably one of the rare exceptions, but a lot of those strong arm quarterbacks, timing and just like a nice touch on the ball, it seemingly never happens. Like I think of Jay Cutler as one of them. Like the dude had a cannon, but he had no touch.
Mahomes is kind of the same way though.
He's bulleting it.
Mahomes might be the same way too, but he's got Tariq Hill. You can't out-throw that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Could be, but I don't know. Pat is incredible, man. I can't talk shit about him. My son, oh my God. You guys, his birthday was just last week, and Phil, you closed out. I was like, hey, I hope Rod stays strong. He keeps that kid as a Washington football team fan. He has some Nike Air Vapor or some shit gloves, receiving gloves. Kansas City Chiefs. And I bought them.
I can't.
Do they
Washington
form the team like that?
It has the Chiefs logo, like the little spearhead and KC on one hand, and the other one's just like diamonds in their colors. Dope gloves.
I'll say this: if
Who needs that logo?
Oh, I need that. Oh, that's real. I thought you just photoshopped that.
No, bro. Look,
That
I got
motherfucker's
my
dope.
pop. I got
Oh,
my
shit.
pop. I got my pop. Look at that.
Oh, damn.
And when I don't want it, I just pop it back in and.
I don't like those things, man, but I like that one.
I like
Oh,
that case
bro.
though. It fits that
This
case.
little
It goes
dumbass
flush.
hook.
Yeah, Pop Sockets has we're not getting sponsored for this, by the way, but Pop Sockets, if you're listening, Washington Football Addicts support you. Custom made pops, and but yeah, they got multiple different cases. This one's a slimline case. The other one I had was a more thicker one with a rubber grip. This one's a thinner one with a smooth grip. But yeah, man, I can't. Once you have one of these things, it's impossible to not have one.
Man, you made that pop socket sound like a vibrator, bro. You like it's a smooth tip with bubble. Like what the hell? This nigga.
Yeah.
I ain't never read Braille in my life, but that must have been how it felt. You know what I'm saying?
Is it ribbed for your pleasure?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's got me coming back for more. So I'm
explain it again, man. You say I just think I needed one until I bought one. And I was like, hold on, man. Sounds a lot like my cock ring. I put one of those on one time.
That's how we're going, right?
It made my shit look like a caveman club, bro.
That's where we're going. I want to write something crafty in the banner that scrolls on, but I don't even know how to address that.
Cock ring at 6 p.m. next time.
Don't knock them till you try them, world.
Bro, so you know those videos, those prank videos that someone sends you, and then the chick starts moaning wildly during like a sex scene.
Yeah, Rod. I opened up that one you posted today.
Okay, so my buddy sent me that one in my my chat earlier, and my daughter, she just graduated, 8th grade. There's no ceremony out here in Kansas for them. Me growing up, you had the ceremony for 5th, 8th, or at least 8th and 12th, but whatever. No ceremony, but we bought her some balloons and cake and all this other stuff. We're celebrating, the family's all together earlier. And I'm looking at this video that my buddy sends me, and it's this dude in a tree stand, and there's a bunch of boar at the bottom, and he has a spear, and it's a silent video, but I'm like, what the fuck? So I have my sound blasted. Of course, he spears it, boom, and the chick goes off, sexual sounds, moaning, I'm like fumbling, trying to turn down my phone, whatever.
That sounds like you was raping a chicken or some shit. I don't know what kind of sounds that was.
It's like, that's why you're bad at sex after 30 years, Dev. That's exactly why. You don't know what the sound is. So
I ain't having bad sex for 30 years. Mediocre sex is a difference. Yeah,
but
it was good for me.
The funniest shit though is like I'm like blushing, whatever. I'm like, oh my fucking goodness. And the kids, everyone's like, what was that? My wife's in the kitchen like laughing. And my daughter's like, it sounds like a hurt seal. That sent me over the edge. I fucking lost it. My wife losing it in the kitchen. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it was, babe.
I imagine it, the other kids coming out of bedrooms. Your mama sure does care a lot about your education.
Oh my God, this right here.
Forrest Gump style.
Yes.
God damn.
That's from Rod's video.
Yes,
Jesus.
That is what my daughter said. It sounds like a hurt seal. So
somebody's using a cock ring in that video.
Is he drinking cockroach milk while he's using the cock ring?
Right.
Good. That's a good question. Cicada milk on the East Coast.
Shoot ropes.
Dude,
hey, cicadas are coming for y'all, man. Just wait, it's coming.
They're already out here.
They're eating. They don't come here into Kansas until the Midwest, I think, region 2025. Looked it up already.
Oh, lucky.
You'll
be gone,
dude. So 17 years ago, I was still a college senior. I believe, yeah. It's about to graduate from Oregon State, and I remember I picked up my wife from work, and a cicada was in our car. I'm driving in Baltimore. Picked her up from work. I have to pull over, pretty quickly to the side of Lock Raven Boulevard as my wife jumps out the car, whips off her shirt, bra on, whatever. But she's like, "It's on me. That's on me." The cicada was like in my vehicle, got on her, like went down her shirt. I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, "That's crazy. You need to get back in the car. You're on the side of the road with your bra."
Wow.
In Baltimore in fucking 2003 or 4, whatever. I think it was 2004, but funny as shit. Yeah, so I know all about the cicadas. I do not miss them. I hope wherever they are in this world, if I'm living in the region of America where they're coming out, I'm moving somewhere else. I want nothing to do with them. They're
Man.
annoying and they're disgusting.
Speaking of, like, you talking about how somebody got you with that prank one time.
Yes.
Most embarrassing thing, I think I may have said this before on the podcast. You can stop me if I have, but most embarrassing thing that happened to me one time, I had like the kids here and baby mama number 2 over here. And we was watching some Disney shit, man, on the TV. But I had it like going from my phone, from my computer to the TV. And I forgot. So I was like, I'm going to the room. This show sucks.
Shit, son.
What? Oh, I'm gonna go rub it. I'm gonna go in the room. I'm gonna rub one out. So I went in the room because never get a long time when you're 40, bro. Promise you that. And I went in my room and like I go in the bathroom, actually lock the door, light some candles and shit, like, listen to Sting like I normally do, But anyways, I had turned on like Pornhub and hit the button and I couldn't hear any sound, but all you hear is wonk, wonk, wonk. If you have a Mac, you hear the volume, it goes wonk, 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 wonk when you hit the button. And all I could hear is in the living room, but the sound was coming in the living room through the speakers, and all the kids were in there, and I was in the bedroom. And baby mama, she caught it, and she was like dumb. She was trying to hit the button to turn the Bluetooth out, but she's fucking retarded. So no offense, but she couldn't hit the button and shit. It was just aggravating as hell. I had to run out like full 3/4 of a chubby, turn the fucking Bluetooth speaker off. It was horrible, man.
I got a friend who had the same exact story, bro, except he was in the bathroom taking his shit. Yeah. And his family, his wife and kids were outside, and somehow it was linked to a Bluetooth speaker that was in their kitchen that it just happened to be on because they listened to music previously.
Dudes are stupid. Like when you were a kid, you got caught with the porn. Where'd you get caught with the porn at? In the fucking VCR.
In the VCR.
You can hide the shit for 10 years in closet holes, in the closets, you can hide it anywhere you want, man. Homework, nobody's gonna look there. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, man, the one time you get caught in the fucking VCR, man.
Bro,
bullshit.
Our good friend of the show, Kurt Cabot. So I've known the dude since high school. I remember one time he came home from college, and his mom had gone through and organized his bedroom.
Oh.
And then you came home and realized his shit had been moved around, and he goes, "Oh man, wait a minute!" And he opens up his top drawer, and there's his VHS because. Kids, this is 2001. Blu-ray was DVDs were a brand new thing. And there's his video of Finally Fucked sitting right there on the top of his dresser. And his mom goes, "Oh yeah, I put those movies away too." This dude's face was as red as this shirt.
I got caught watching a movie called Fuck Tales. It was like DuckTales, except it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was like Spooge McFuck. It was like the guys. It was stupid. It was like Huey, Dewey, and Louie or some shit. It was like ignorant as hell, man. Like, what the hell kind of dumbass show is this?
See, so my buddy who always sends me crazy shit, check the admin chat right now that I just sent you guys for this picture he just sent me. This is.
Do I want to?
Man, if I click on this,
it's safe for work.
I click on this shit and it's like porn music, man, I'll be mad. When you die and realize your family's
I'm actually sending this to a friend of mine right now.
The text says, "When you die and realize your family's going to find the artificial ass you've been fucking for the last year."
Yeah, I'm giving y'all each a code to my computer to erase my internet history when I die, bro.
Hey, when you deploy, you make those packs. Yes, we've I had a buddy of mine. He was an Air Force buddy of mine, but he's like, he gave me his credentials, whatever. He's like, Rod, like, he didn't give it to me. He was in his room, whatever. But he's like, hey,
he didn't die. Go ahead and tell me now. He didn't die, though, right?
No, definitely didn't die. But he's like, hey, like, if something happens to me, here's my shit. Please go in and delete it before my wife and kids see it. I'm like, okay, I got you, bro. But
what the fuck was he into, man? That sounded like some water.
It's
Manchurian candidate type of shit.
He said that his wife was pretty much very adamant about like no porn.
Yeah,
you're deployed your way. Like,
whose wife does that? That's mean as hell, man. You cool with me taking a bullet for this motherfucker, but I can't watch some titties. That's crazy, man. I feel like anybody brave enough to stand outside and shit in a hole wearing camouflage with other niggas deserves new titties, dog. That's my whole goal in life. I don't understand what people are thinking. That's weird anyways, people get uptight over porn.
Speaking about the
There's one more?
cicadas, I have to share something with y'all guys. I caught, I don't know if you can see this, but I caught
This.
We got cicadas fucking on our screen. Let's
Hater
go.
style, bro.
Yes.
Hater style.
and he was fucking a corpse. That other one's dead. It's just a shell. So
Hey, how you know she wasn't the corpse before he fucked her? How you know
Hey,
she wasn't the corpse before?
I don't know. There's a name for that. I forget what
If
it's
she
called.
dies, she dies.
Yeah, but that was a pretty cool. Pretty
so
cool.
it's a
thing.
Looking
shell.
at it, I think they both died.
necrophilia.
He's crawling out of his shell.
Yeah,
Isn't it called necrophilia?
necrophilia. There you go.
But you see, that's not a dead body. That's just a
Yeah,
shell.
he's crawling out of a
it's
shell,
more like
yeah.
a cicada sex doll for that cicada.
But clearly, you can see what they were doing. You can clearly see what they were doing. But I had to show y'all that, but just because it was
Man,
fun.
they probably did that on purpose. It's probably like when Google Earth is going to go over your house and you do some dumb shit. They probably knew, like, Google Earth is ready to trap this shit. Let's do some shit. Let's leave our shells fucking each other.
That's funny.
Well, it's like, you ever see that Google Maps pic where the guy was an escaped convict and they caught him running down the road in his orange jumpsuit, but they still blurred out his face because Google's apparently not a snitch.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck with Google.
I mean, they sell your shit to China, but they're not a snitch.
Everybody says this shit to China.
Google's doing something recently. I gotta pull up. I think it's Amazon. So Amazon just brought out Metro Goldwyn Mayer (MGM) for like $8.5 billion.
That's nothing. He made 122 profit this year, billion.
It's wild though. It's as large as it's incredible when you think of how large Amazon is though. Like we're $8.5 billion, like you said, that's nothing.
Right. If I had 122 billion, I'd buy Earth, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, oh, that's a nice ring. What kind of ring you got? Saturn,
got the real goals.
Like, I'd have Saturn rings. You know what I'm saying? You might got them dumbass diamonds. I got Saturn rings, bro. I would own Jupiter or some shit, nigga. You wouldn't even. I'd be such an asshole with billions of dollars, dog. I think that's why if there's a Lord.
Yeah, dude, it gives them the entire James Bond franchise.
Yeah,
that's probably worth $8 billion.
I would have a James Bond headquarters like fucking Goldfinger. If I was
they're trying to compete. They're trying to basically up the Amazon Prime viewing streaming series to be on par with Netflix and Hulu, and they're competing with Disney. So
HBO,
buying out
HBO's,
MGM.
You mean to tell me that if I want to go watch,
cracking all their ass though. HBO's cracking all their ass.
Here's the thing, I'm a big Bond guy up until Daniel Craig. I never was a big Daniel Craig fan.
You like Casino Royale, bro?
Yeah.
You tripping?
Yes, you have to go.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I call those movies the Bond identity movies because it's more like a Jason Bourne movie than it is a Bond movie. So, look, if you want to be honest, the Kingsman series is more like Bond movies than the most recent Bond movies.
The new Kingsman comes out. The prequel comes out.
I am going to be on that.
Me too.
Love those movies. But anyway, so you're telling me that if I want to go stream, all the Roger Moore movies, all the Sean Connery movies, I want to actually use my Amazon Prime.
You already have Amazon Prime.
I don't use it.
Amazon Prime's like having a cell. Everybody has a cell phone. Like if people don't, you look at people who don't have Facebook funny. If you say I don't have Facebook, you look at them funny, or they probably got in trouble some kind of way. There's only two kinds of people who don't have Facebook: people that are weird and people that got in trouble with a girlfriend or boyfriend or some shit and can't get on it no more. That's the only people who don't have Facebook.
Well, no, those are the ones who have the joint accounts.
Right, but
somebody was cheating.
But they still got an account. That's what I'm trying to say. Those are if you don't have Amazon Prime,
everybody in the Facebook group who I see that there's a joint account in our group, you're welcome in the group. But I am definitely looking at y'all like, okay, who cheated?
I saw a woman at the store the other day. She's talking about she want to buy some Baja Blast, and I was like, they don't even have them. You have to go to Taco Bell. You have to go to Taco Bell to get Baja Blast, or you can get them in Amazon, right? And she was like, oh, I got to go tell my friend she's got an Amazon account. I'm like, you don't have a fucking Amazon account? What are you, a fucking Republican? No, I don't know the words to say there, but that's weird as shit. How you not have an Amazon account?
Bro, it's like how everybody shares Netflix accounts. People will share Amazon accounts.
I'm going to ask then, who has a Paramount Plus account?
I think that comes.
I actually been
Is that the
toying with the idea
Peacock?
of getting one.
What, the Peacock one?
No, Paramount Plus. They got like all the Star Treks. They got all the MTV shit. They got
Y'all like Star Trek?
They have
I
a
do.
new Rugrats that just came out today.
Really?
yeah, all the Nickelodeon shit's on Paramount Plus too.
Them motherfuckers still
Fuck, man.
babies. The Rugrats still babies, or the teenagers?
They're still babies, but I hate you cord cutting bastards. You have ruined
What's
the
that
way
word
we
again?
consume content.
What's that word again, Ron?
What?
Cord cutting.
We have ruined.
Yes, you've ruined. How do you say it? What am I saying it wrong? I'm
Yes.
drinking. What?
Say it again for our subscribers.
Ruined.
I don't get it. I'm laughing at Dev.
That's not
saying wrong.
It's ruined, man. It says ruined.
From Connecticut. Maybe that's my accent. Fuck off. You prick. You dirty cunt. But anyways,
it's not as effective when you do it as opposed to when
Dude.
Andy does it.
You just said Peacock, Paramount Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime, like
Pornhub,
Disney Plus, Hulu. Fuck off, man. When you pay $15 a month for each of these fucking streaming platforms, you've paid for cable, you clowns.
what you gotta do is turn off your OnlyFans, dog, and just get Netflix.
OnlyFans is making me money though. Cord cutting bastards have ruined it for the rest of us.
Whoa,
What
whoa,
about
whoa.
those of us? What about those of us who have cable?
Change that call right now
and
to
still
Rodney
pay-
has an
still pay
OnlyFans
for
question mark.
streaming
Why are you doing that, Steve?
Why?
I'm the same way. I have cable and streaming shit.
Yeah,
Because I need it.
Cable is just
I just got
it's
the
so
dude down the street to
easy.
hook me up with a fake cable on the Fire Stick. I'm good.
Yeah, cable is easy. It's convenient, but we love Disney Plus for the kids. And while I was there, I just signed up for the Disney Plus ESPN Hulu bundle last week for $5 more. So I'm paying $13 a month.
Who's your cell phone provider?
AT&T.
Okay. I was gonna say if it's Verizon,
I have Verizon Fios, and I pay for all the movie channels on Verizon Fios. But I'm not paying for all the. I mean, I get HBO Max and stuff, but I'm not paying for it. I'm paying it through my Verizon Fios. If I pay for it through them, I get the free subscription because I have HBO with Verizon Fios. I get HBO Max.
I got HBO Max
for these extra services.
I got HBO Max for like $60.
HBO Max Plus.
I got HBO Max when it's $60, like for like a year and a half when Christmas or whatever.
I'll never get rid of cable. I love cable.
I have Dish because it's part of it's all included with my rent and everything. So I have Dish and I have Netflix and I have Amazon Prime. And I only use Prime for TV. I use it for ordering shit.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've got everything else. I've got is the free shit. Like I got Pluto TV. Yeah. Which is, by the way, sorely underrated. If you like really niche stuff on TV, get Pluto TV. It's free.
I watched Super on there, movie with Rainn Wilson in it.
Yeah.
Watch that shit's hilarious if you haven't watched that shit.
Explore Prime though. Prime has a ton of good videos and series on there.
They got the best documentary.
They're getting up there with Netflix, man. Their original content is really good.
They got The Boys, man. That's all you need to know.
They have Invincible, the animated series as well, and
the Expanse, which is my favorite series of all time right now.
I like the first 2 seasons of Expanse. I didn't watch season 3.
Yeah, it's great.
The Expanse, what's that about?
It's it's about space, but it's about a group of people who they're just miners in space, and it's where the Martian civilization is humans, but they've never seen Earth. They're always living in a bubble. Then you have the Earthers who are from Earth, and you have the Belters who live in the asteroid belt, who are basically the third world people of society. People look down upon them. They're janky, they're rugged, and Dev might not agree with it, but I call it Game of Thrones in space because you got people on Earth trying to control shit in space, but
there ain't no titties.
Yeah, it's a great series, man. I highly recommend it. It's just, and these guys commandeer a Martian, this group of miners commandeer a Martian fucking battleship, and the whole series is about them in the battleship going through these different worlds, and the Belters are trying to establish a foothold. They're like the rebellion, trying to just fuck everybody up. And Earth and Mars are at should they unite? Should they fight? And it's just it's a good series because the Martians have all the technology. The Earth just has like all the people. So it's a good. I recommend it to anybody. The Expanse. It's really good. I would check it
I
out.
right now to put into my watch list.
Yeah, check it out.
It's pretty good. There's a lot of shows that are good out, man.
Oh damn, it's got a lot of seasons too. Fuck yeah!
Y'all gonna watch
live.
Cruella? Y'all gonna watch Cruella tomorrow? That look good.
Is it
Is
free?
that an offshoot of?
It's on Disney Plus, I think. It's got to be right on Disney. Cruella.
Yeah, it is. I don't
Or
know if
HBO,
you
one of them.
like a premium fee though.
It's
I'm
probably
so
gonna be
far
worth it.
behind.
They say it's real good.
I just started WandaVision, man. I'm only halfway through season 1 of WandaVision, man.
WandaVision gets good after like episode 5.
Yeah,
I'm on
it's a
episode
slow
4.
burn. From what I understand.
I'm on 4.
It's better than Jessica
hard,
Jones.
It's hard to get
Start
started
slow.
because it's just okay.
Yep, start
Yeah.
slow. But
I haven't watched Falcon
great.
and the Winter Soldier yet either. That's
Same way,
easier.
same thing. It starts slow too.
Does it?
The action scene in the first show is lit, and then it gets slow for like 4 episodes. Then it gets picks back up.
Yeah, my kids finished school today out here in Kansas, so maybe we'll binge watch some TV tomorrow. or something
Yeah,
like that.
my son finished up his sophomore year in high school today.
Shout out to my daughter.
Sophomore, really?
Yeah,
Young buck.
Damn! Holy shit!
yeah.
That's
I didn't
awesome,
realize
man.
I got an older kid.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I thought
Yeah, he's
I
15.
don't want to say his name on air because I don't want to I don't know how protective you are of him, but I didn't realize.
No, his name's Ben.
Yeah, Ben. I didn't want to say Ben on air. Okay, but yeah, I didn't realize Ben was a 10th grader. Holy shit, man! So he's gonna be a sophomore or a junior next year.
Yep.
Playing in sports.
No,
he's going to be driving soon.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Well, if his mother would let him get his damn learners.
14 out here for a learner's permit.
We took a car away from
15 and a half in Virginia now.
So.
Bro.
14.
14 in Kansas. I love my daughter
What's
to
the
death.
drinking age?
She's
16?
a fucking black blonde. Holy shit. I'm scared. I call my wife a black blonde. I laugh at her, man. You know,
my daughter's going to Arizona, University of Arizona, cheerleader.
no shit.
That's cool.
She went to Texas or Miami, went to Arizona.
That's where Gilbert Arenas went. That's where Nick Foles went.
Yeah.
Good
Arizona
shit.
alumni.
It's a different world out there in Arizona. I'll tell you that right now.
Shout out to Super Dad Dev, man. That's dope to hear, man. Fucking keep striving, man. It's
got 2 more to go. I got one to be a senior this year, and then the other one 3rd grade.
yeah.
So last
my life.
Dev isn't good.
You give a shout out.
But that's
Dev isn't good at sex, but he's good at spreading his seed.
Dev doesn't pull out.
Yeah, never takes all the
He'll
feeling.
pull up, but he won't pull out.
You had mentioned the last podcast, Dev, about shout out to all the daddies who kids after we talked about high school and graduation, and shout out to all the kids who came on child support. Did you just get one that came on child support?
Yeah, well, August. Our birthday's in August.
August.
So
okay.
that'll be the 4. That'll be the last one. So I got 2 sons still. They'll be in school. Want to be a senior, but I don't pay on those. They're, around all the time. But yeah, we had to take his. Speaking of giving kids cars, he's 17. We take his car. So and his phone and his video game systems and everything, man.
What, take it away from him?
Yeah, fuck them. These kids, man, they're so into these electronics and shit, man, that you ever took a phone away from a kid, it's like they have a fucking panic attack, man. They can't even look you in the eye and have a conversation. They're too busy looking down all the time. You try to take stuff away from them and make a conversation, they can't even do it. So I'm like, give the shit up, man.
We named our youngest son Malcolm after my father's middle name. This little light-skinned dude is like Malcolm X. you take Malcolm's fucking iPod away or iPad, whatever, and he just looks at you mean as fucking like, how long?
Yeah, by any means necessary, I'll get it back.
A month. And he's like, a month? I can fucking handle it. I'm done. And this little light-skinned motherfucker walk away and you're like, God damn, he's ice cold. He's an amazing motherfucker, man.
I'll say this: my son's kind of the same way. Like he only uses his phone. I mean, he plays around on Snapchat, things like that. Like him and his friends do their the same dumb shit we did at 15, except they just film it, like just being jumping around on bleachers during lunch break and just dumb shit.
No, my son was doing things like smoking weed on video. He's doing like
my son. No, my son's.
So you're right. He is doing exactly what I was doing.
My son has a lot of common sense. I will give him all the credit in the world for this. He has a lot of common sense. Like he will never get caught slipping with that. But
he was on here making fun of meth heads at the store. Like he was just doing dumb shit. Like there's like literally a meth head at the store. He was like, look at this, making fun. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like,
see, my son won't get caught slipping, but he like. he mostly uses his phone to listen to music. Like that's it. Like if I took his phone away, he'd be fine. Like he would find other ways to occupy his time. But like I'm honestly surprised. Like he has an Instagram. He only posts pictures of like classic cars that he finds on the road because he's big into cars.
Man, you ain't got no daughters, man. You gotta make sure they ain't showing butts and stuff on there. You
I got no daughters,
everything.
and here's the thing. All right, I was engaged to a woman who had 3 kids, 2 daughters and a son, and she had one girl that she ended up adopting when she was an adult. And there was the one that we were worried about is the one that I'm the least worried about now.
That's how it works.
That's the one we see. That's because she saw her 2 older sisters, the one that was her sister and the one that was adopted. You know, they got one's got a kid and is about to have another one. The other one's got 2 kids, and she's just like, nope, no damn kids for me. Nope.
I ain't got no grandkids yet. My oldest.
We were worried for a second that she might be the one that turns up at like 16 with a baby.
My oldest will be 22 here 4th of July, man. So then I got my 18-year-old who I thought she's the one, that beats up her boyfriend. you would think, but she's the smart one, man. She's like the one that, got all the money. Like she works 2 or 3 jobs. So she's the only one ain't really lazy. The rest of them want you to give them something for free all the time.
So Cruella, backtrack to that. It's $29.99 for Disney Plus. So you have to add the Premier access to it. But it's still cheaper.
I think that's how they were watching that. What's that new movie that they're Raya and the Dragon or something? They were trying to. I think that's the access.
Yeah, there's another one that's coming out. My kids were just telling me about earlier today. The name escapes me, but I guess Disney Plus has something new coming in June that does not require.
Y'all watch The Bad Batch on Disney Plus? It's pretty good. It's about the clone soldiers in Star Wars, and they're like the ones that didn't actually get cloned. They have their own sensibilities and shit. So they got a little group. They call them the Bad Batch, or the Bad Batch clones, and they are pretty much wanted by the Federation. So they running away.
Here's a question for you guys. Speaking of Disney Plus, what are the having just been through this pandemic when we were all, when it first started and nobody knew what the fuck was going on, and we were all just like, stay home. What can you honestly say defines your first month or 2 of the pandemic where we were locked down in the house? Like for me, it was I discovered TikTok, which I've deleted. I haven't been on it since probably the fall. And Disney Plus.
I have a new addiction to TikTok. I fucking love it.
I hate it. I've never had it.
Great. Yeah, I probably should get it. I watch it.
I have Instagram, so I just watch Reels.
But for me, like
Instagram. I don't have Instagram.
I watched Disney Plus and we got it. It was great. And then, man, I watched Onward with my kids for the first time and bawled my eyes out. And they have all these Disney shorts on there, and they're just all like fucking sad. And I'm like,
have you seen the one with Jamie Foxx?
Which
one?
He's
a ghost? He's a ghost or whatever the fuck it is?
No.
It's movie really good. Short? Yeah, it's a movie. On Disney Plus, Soul. Yeah, awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen Soul. I've seen Soul. Yeah, I've seen Soul. That one made me cry too. I just watched that one a couple weeks ago.
It's sad as shit.
Yeah.
It's like
22. His name was 22.
Happy Feet make you sad, man. You watch that shit when he's in that fucking zoo or whatever they got him in. I'm like, God damn, it's sad, man.
The Disney movies at the end are really starting to get to me, man. Like the end of Onward, Soul. Like it's like, why? Stop.
Okay. This actually leads to a better question. All right, because we got 4 dudes who have laid hands on people before.
Tiger King is mine, though, Steve.
No, hold on. We have 4 dudes who we have put hands on people. We've all played sports. We've all done macho shit. What's one movie that's made you just bawl?
Green Mile, bro. Easy.
Green Mile.
Forrest Gump.
I'm not answering this shit. Fuck y'all, man.
He gonna say into or some shit with Barbara Streisand in it or some shit.
So
come on, no. Come on. I
told y'all
the Friends reunion. No.
Are you talking about like adult or like just
as an adult? Life? As an adult, as a man,
Saving Private Ryan.
Nah. Damn, I don't know.
You ain't cried the Green Mile, bro. Where you go, boss? That was the saddest part, man. Damn.
Nah, man. I don't know why I cried. I mean, The Lion King got me as a kid, though. That's why I asked as an adult or a kid.
Because you're just a stone cold asshole. That's why, Rod.
Right.
No, no,
No emotion.
Right.
No emotion. No.
no, man. I'm trying to think because I mean, I get teary eyed at things. I'm the emotional one in our relationship. My wife is like,
Let's say your wife's pretty cold.
dude, she gave birth to my youngest son, like no pills. She was trying to go like no epidural. And then finally, like the pain kicks in. They're like, oh, you're at fucking 9 centimeters. You're having this kid. Can I get epidural? Nope, too late. And I watched her go Super Saiyan and fucking level up like Goku. And Steve just made the face. Yes.
I seen one kid come out, man.
And
I'm
she
never
popped
gonna
that kid out
see
going,
again.
Kamehameha!
Dude, she's a trooper, man. Love my wife. Holy shit.
Did you cry when your firstborn was born, Rob?
What's up?
Did you cry when your firstborn was born?
Yeah, so we lost our first kid. So when Olivia was like our first, like I was deployed when we lost Rihanna, and I cried for that, of course, you know. But when Olivia was born in 2007, yeah, I cried. We're from Connecticut. Our area code is 203, and she was born at Blanchfield Army Hospital in Fort Campbell in room 203. And yeah, I cried. It was a rainbow baby, man. And you know, obviously just I wanted a boy because men want boys, but she was my little girl being born. Hell yeah. I cried, but my wife didn't. And she didn't cry for any births. I cried for all of them.
She was like,
You know, with
sack up.
Olivia, my daughter, and the two boys. I love them, man. They're my baby.
I did the first time, not the other ones.
Since Rod is not moved by entertainment.
I am. I'm just thinking. I'm gonna get back to you, Phil.
Okay.
All right, you get back to that one, Steve.
Yeah.
My most recent ones I told you, but I have a better one. So I bawled my eyes out when I saw Onward for the first time last year at the end. It just destroyed me. I'm like, Ian was watching his father, who was played by I forget his name, meet for the first time. I just lost it. But to me, the one that always gets me, it's so cheesy. You guys, I don't even know if you've seen the movie. It's the movie Best of the Best at the very end.
Oh, really?
It's about the USA and the Korean Taekwondo teams when they. It's Philip Ree and Julie Roberts' brother, Alex Roberts. At the end, they beat the shit out of each other, and then they come together at the end. And it's really super cheesy, but having studied martial arts growing up, it totally makes me cry every single time at the end. And you guys probably watch it and be like, okay, that's good. But to me, it just every time gets me.
I have my answer now.
Okay.
It's Interstellar.
Really?
Oh, good.
Honestly, well, here's the thing. So I
his
watched
daughter when she was old and shit.
And that's the thing. So I was deployed to Afghanistan when I watched that movie. My buddy was like, "You gotta watch it. It's fucking amazing." And I had it on my laptop. I downloaded it, and I watched that movie. And I mean, I love my sons. They're my sons. They're awesome little boys. But a father's love with his daughter is different. Like that's my little girl. And when he left on that mission, and his girl was like fucking 9 years old, and he went down to that planet where Einstein's like theory of relativity comes into play, and the black dude who played like fucking the Black Iron Man, I forget his name, but he's on the ship, Don Cheadle, and they come back from that mission, and like they were gone for like 3 hours for them, and it was like fucking 20 years for Don Cheadle on the ship. And he lost everything. He missed everything. And here's the thing with Olivia. She was born in July, and I deployed in September. She was 2.5 months when I deployed. And I missed that first year of her life. It was a 15-month deployment. And that movie, like just thinking of what I missed and what that dude missed in 20 years. I missed 18 months, 15 months, and was fucking distraught. That made me cry. So yeah, Interstellar, just the thought of, even though it's to the child, it's not time lost. They don't know, they don't realize it. But as a parent, you realize that, hey, I lost 15 months of her life. I'll never get that back. So that movie made me cry. Fuck you, Phil.
Remember, they were like, "Hey, this one
I
movie,
wish I could get on one of them ships now. I wish I could get one of them ships now. Miss all my kids, man. Like, damn, they get on my fucking nerves.
You ignorant fuck.
Like, I said, if I could get in some kind of relativity machine for 2 hours and miss 20, fast forward y'all motherfuckers to getting out of the house and getting jobs. Oh my God, that'd been like the best. fucking machine
Remember,
ever.
he said this one maneuver is going to cost you 20 years at the very end when he's trying this maneuver is going to cost you 20 years.
See,
When he
it's
saw his
interesting
daughter
because
old. I'm sorry, Phil.
mine,
Before you dive in, like if people, if you're listening to this, if you haven't watched Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey, please
Great
watch
movie.
it. It's a phenomenal,
Very underrated
movie,
actor, by the way. Matthew
hands
McConaughey.
down. Like that's one of my favorite movies of all time. But go ahead, Phil. I'm sorry.
They're
Big
doing a part
Washington
2 of that.
fan,
You
by
know
the
it,
way.
right? They're doing a part 2.
What?
Yeah. Interstellar
No
2, they're
way.
doing it. Yeah, it's being talked
Yeah.
about now. They're going to do it.
Oh my God.
He's
Knock
going to
on
go
wood.
get Hathaway.
Holy shit.
now it's funny because the one that really got me was it was Don Cheadle was also in this movie, but he wasn't in this scene.
Don
That might be
Cheadle
Don
wasn't in
Cheadle.
Interstellar. It was somebody else. I don't know who it wasn't Don
Yeah,
Cheadle.
it wasn't Don Cheadle. I forgot the dude's name.
He was in another space movie though, wasn't he?
Mission to
in Iron Man,
Mars.
wasn't he?
Mars. He was in Mission to Mars.
That's the one I'm
Yeah,
thinking
that's
of.
a good one too. It's pretty old, but it's a good movie.
But anyway, have any of y'all seen the movie Crash?
Mm-hmm.
With Ben Affleck's brother.
Casey Affleck's in it, but also like everybody's in it. Sandra Bullock's in it.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser's in it.
Vin
Matt Dillon's
Diesel,
in it.
yeah.
Don Cheadle's in it. Like it's like a
everybody's in
huge cast. Anyway, there's a scene.
Got Lorenz Tate.
Yeah, Lorenz Tate's in it. Everybody's in it. But there's a scene, right? As this Hispanic locksmith, right? And they live out in LA. And they live out in one of the barrios, and his kid's afraid of the gunshots and everything they're hearing. So he talks about, here's my invisible cape, and it protects me. And he gives it to the kid, just making up some stuff for the kid to feel better. Well, it comes a scene where this guy got his store broken into. After the locksmith warned him, you need to fix that door because the lock's not your problem, the door is. Well, he didn't fix the door. The shit gets broken into. His shop gets robbed. He blames the locksmith. He thinks the locksmith like keyed off his homies or some shit like that. So this Arab dude who owns the store goes, finds the locksmith, pulls a gun out, and is ready to shoot him. And the kid comes running up and goes, "Daddy, Daddy, no!" and jumps in front of the gunshot. The thing is that the store owner's daughter had put blanks in the gun, knowing that he would go off. And he shot and he fired, but you didn't know that until like next scene. So he shoots, and for a split second, you think he's shot the kid, right? And then you're just like you just stop, like everything stops for a second, and all of a sudden he's like, "Daddy, I protected you with my cape," and I'm just like, "Oh God!" I just lost it because like it's just one of those moments. And I watched this movie right after my son was born too, so like I'm a new father, and I see this, and I went back and watched the movie like years later, thinking, okay, effects worn off. No, watched it again, lost it again. it's you can't even like I can tell the scene, but it's set up so well that it gets you.
Did you cry when Ricky got shot in Boys in the Hood?
I did not cry when Ricky got shot. Boys in the Hood's one of my top 5 favorite movies, but no, I did not cry.
What was worse, him or Ricky? Ricky or Old Dog getting at the end of
Ricky.
Old Dog in the courtyard is pretty rough.
No. Although I will say I did tear up a little bit at the end of the movie Miracle.
Did you cry? Did you tear up at the end of Passion of the Christ?
No.
I ain't either. I ain't understand it. I was at the movie theater there, was crying. I was like, you knew how it was going to end, bro. Everybody's read the book.
It's like Titanic. Everybody cried at Titanic. Everybody knew.
You knew the boat was going to sink, right? Yeah, it's dumb.
Kane getting shot at the end of Menace Society was
yeah, that's why I was on Kane and Menace Society. Yeah.
Okay, he's dog. Okay, you meant Kane. Okay,
yeah, I meant Kane.
That one was a little rough because he was on his way to Kansas.
Rough. That was rough, man.
Yeah,
that's why I said which was worse, him or Ricky. That was rough. Who was the most gangster movie in the black movie though? Was like New Jack City's what's the name from New Jack City? Nino Brown.
Man, I'll go back and talk about blaxploitation movies like I did a few pods ago.
Living just enough.
J.D. Walker, the best dude in any movie.
What'd you guys think about American Gangster with Denzel?
Awesome.
Oh,
It was a
great,
good movie.
phenomenal movie.
What do you think about the
Every time
soundtrack?
it comes on,
I like it. I love
Inspired
it.
a much better Jay-Z album than Kingdom Come.
Well, it inspired the old Jay-Z. That's why.
It did. It inspired. That was the Jay-Z we wanted to hear.
Hello,
Like-
Brooklyn. How you doing? I love that whole soundtrack.
What do you guys think about the soundtrack to the Black Judas? I haven't watched the movie yet, but damn, what's the full name of it? Black.
That's the
Judas.
greatest soundtrack in the world, though. Above the Rim.
Oh yeah, Above the River.
Or
and the Black Judas and the Black Messiah soundtrack.
that's a good one. I like.
That is a good
I
one.
mean, I would argue that I'm probably the minority, but I think you got to look past songs
Mhm.
and look at scores, because I think there's some scores of some movies that could go toe for toe with soundtracks easily. Anything from Hans Zimmer.
Steve,
like
you
some
and
of
my
his
buddy John
scores-
need to talk on that topic because he and I have had this conversation.
Like the
Multiple
ending
times.
score to The Last of the Mohicans is probably one of the greatest scores of all time.
Damn. Okay.
I'm for real. Like I had that
I
set
get
as
what
my
Steve's
alarm one
saying.
day, and I wanted to wake up and scout my wife. Like I'm serious. Like you got some of the
Rocky?
scores. Like
Getting stronger.
no, Last of the Mohicans.
I know, but
The ending-
that score, Rocky, getting stronger is not.
What? That's a great one too. That's what I'm saying. But you have to look at scores. Don't just look at songs when you're talking about the greatest soundtracks.
Well, because
You
there's
gotta-
a
you gotta look at the
movie
scores.
score and there's a movie soundtrack. There is a difference.
Yeah.
No, you're right, Steve. There's some, especially I'll tell you what, movie scores in like the 90s did a hell of a job with scores. Soundtracks were hit or miss. But the
Boomerang was a good
scores-
soundtrack, bro.
Who did?
Boomerang, Eddie Murphy.
That was a good soundtrack.
Yeah, it had Tony Braxton and all them breaking out first artists. PM Dawn, Die Without You,
Question for you: Belly or Paid in Full?
Paid in
Better
Full.
movie.
Paid in Full.
Belly.
Belly's a good story, but a crap movie. Paid
Belly.
in Full is a crap movie, but a good story.
Belly takes, you gotta understand, Belly takes me to a specific point in my life. You know, I was in high school when Belly came out, right? And I was listening to, like, I was the biggest Def Jam rider. So you gotta realize that DMX is in here. There's a ton of Def Jam, artists
Belly was
on
hyped.
the soundtrack.
The what's the name brothers,
Nas
right?
is there. Like, just that movie, that whole movie takes you back to a vibe that I was all about back, when I was like 15.
Belly was the what's the name brothers, right? The ones that Tupac beat up.
No,
Did Belly, right?
Belly was Hype Williams.
Hype Williams did Belly.
Mm-hmm.
I remember reading that something on it. He had fucked up the film and bleached it or some shit. Why it has that weird film to it, but it ended up catching on and shit.
You talking about Menace to Society? That's the Hughes brothers.
Yeah, he was Resident Society, but Belly's the one where he say drop the film and some shit. That's why it has that weird tint to it.
Really?
Watch it. Yeah, he talked about it. It's pretty cool.
No shit. Really?
thought it was-
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Belly was
Yeah.
classic too, though, man. It was dope, man.
Tommy Buns was an interesting character, man. But the movie was so poorly put together. Like, why them niggas just go to Africa? Ain't that fucking weird? You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
what
gonna
Nas
go
wanted
to
to do,
Africa,
bro.
man. We just gonna take a kid from the hood who has no fucking passport. It just was like a weird.
Here's the thing, though.
Pointless
Belly.
movie.
The problem is that Belly also had the worst sequel ever.
Oh yeah, they should have named that motherfucker esophagus or some other part of the body. That motherfucker was the worst sequel. You talking about that Belly with a little Bow Wow in it, and shit?
The one with the game.
Yeah, no,
I
I
never
thought it
watched
had
it.
Bow Wow in it too, bro.
Yeah,
I've
Yeah,
never
fuck
fucking
that.
watched
I
it.
refuse to watch that shit, dog.
I did.
Oh my
Belly
god.
2, Black Wall Street, or some shit.
Oh
Like-
man, it's
like-
this shit.
Oh my god, that movie is ass.
Nas
Like,
plays sincere and afraid. Nas is a horrible actor, by the way.
Get
Dope
rich,
artist.
Get Rich or Die Trying or 8 Mile.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
8 Mile.
8 Mile.
Fuck, that's
8 Mile.
hard. That's a hard one, man. That's a
I
hard
like
one.
Get Rich or Die Trying too, man.
Man, I think 50 Cent's a better actor than Eminem, man. I like Eminem though, but
Oh, he
I
was
think
so
he's
good
better.
in he was so good in
No.
Den of Thieves. You seen
Yeah,
him in
he's
Den of
good.
Thieves?
he's good in everything.
You also
Yeah.
Den of Thieves?
50,
No.
Den of-
50 is a better actor, but 8 Mile is a better movie.
You think so?
Yeah. it
Man,
is.
that soundtrack to Get Rich or Die Trying was dope too.
so was the 8 Mile
Yeah,
soundtrack.
it was, yeah.
Who
Damn,
played,
that's a
who
hard
played
one.
Blood in the Sand on Xbox?
I have.
That shit was dope as fuck,
It
man.
was. But
Have you
man,
guys
you realize
seen
that
it, Phil?
nigga that played Papa Doc is Captain America, bro?
Yeah.
Damn.
Or yeah, he's the Falcon. He was also in Adjustment Bureau, and
he's in a lot of shit. You gonna go forever top
Yeah.
5? That nigga's in everything, dog. But
Yeah,
that
he's a great
he's
actor.
almost like what's the dude played in fucking Kunta Kinte, LeVar Moore,
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton, yeah, LeVar Burton.
He's also on Star Trek.
Yeah, he went for the Starship Enterprise from Kunta Kinte, dog. That's a come up, bro.
Damn,
Tells you
wonder if
we go a long way in what, 5 centuries?
I wonder if Massa knew he was reading them books though. Reading Rainbow.
By the way, I still think LeVar Burton should be the host of Jeopardy. That's just me.
I like LeVar Burton. I used to watch Big Bang Theory. Was happy he was on there all the time. Like, LeVar Burton's on Big Bang Theory.
The Falcon Soldier got roasted by Eminem.
Right.
Yeah. Because his name was Terrence, and he grew up with 2 parents.
Clearance, right?
Clarence parents have a real parent.
Clarence is the motherfucker went from the Falcon to the motherfucking Captain America. Nigga, he's Captain America now. He ain't even Falcon.
Haley Jade is 25.
You ever wonder why he wears a mask?
I just seen an article on her today. I'm looking at Eminem, whatever, on Google, but he always talked about Haley and his
slapping too.
daughter is fucking gorgeous.
Slapping.
Eminem's almost 50. You know that?
Right.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah.
He looked like Dracula. You seen his face? He looked like a shaved Skip Bayless.
Bro, getting old is fucking shit, man. Because I remember, you heard his daughter Haley on like his albums, like with her little child voice.
Sounds like a 3-year-old.
But man, Eminem will put you behind more bars than Kamala Harris if you try to out rap him. I ain't gonna lie. He can be 70 years old. He's gonna always rap better than everybody else. I give him that.
Man.
He looked like Bram Stoker's rapper or some shit.
Is he top 5 of all MCs?
No. I wish I could put him in there because I want to. Like, what are y'all counting? Just bar rappers? Or are you talking about just like all inclusive hip hop? Top 5 rapper influencers.
You gotta think
if you count that, he ain't in it.
M was really good in multiple areas of making songs.
Who was better?
He
Nas
didn't just
Eminem?
bar people to death. He could do story rhymes. He could do battle raps. He could do
Slim was
funny shit.
Incredibly entertaining.
I take him off and add him every time I add a 5. I can't decide. I want to put him in because in my personal opinion, he's in the top 5.
So Dev, who's your top 5 then? Who's your top 5?
Man. I know my top 3 is gonna be Jay, Pac, Big, and then I don't know. Like I keep finding ways with Eminem in there, which I guess he deserves it. But do you put Nas in there? Because Nas technically only had one fucking classic album ever.
Nas's beat selection sucks. That's been his detriment.
I don't fully buy that. I think he's had some great beats.
Who's better? Nas or Wayne?
His terrible beats that he's picked are so bad that it sticks out. But he's had a lot of. I mean, look at Illmatic. Look how many great beats are on that album. Stillmatic had a lot of great beats. I Am had a lot of great beats.
Mm-hmm.
Godson had some great beats. The thing is that when he would pick some awful beats too. People would be like, what the hell is this?
But you said Illmatic and Stillmatic, 20-year difference.
Illmatic was great.
10.
One of the greatest
There's
albums.
10 years between two of them.
One was on a cassette, one was on a disc.
Oh yeah, I guess
I still have Illmatic.
Illmatic is one of the greatest rap albums in the history of rap, in my opinion. It's one of the most influential rap albums ever, and I can never take that away from Nas. And on that strength alone, he deserves to be in the discussion top 5 in my opinion.
If it weren't for
I don't know. It's like the Wayne's like that to me. Wayne's been rapping for 30 years or some shit, but Wayne has one album that I consider a classic. That's a Carter 4. I can't even name 5 Wayne
Carter
songs.
4?
Wow.
Wayne has.
You're the only person that ever said that.
I can't even name 5 Wayne songs with just Wayne on that I like. I can't do it. And I can't name 5. I can't name 5.
Go DJ.
Somebody's on those, man. He's not on those by himself.
He's on all those. Okay, go DJ. Manny Fresh talks a little bit.
Right. Name a song with just Wayne on it.
Album.
Name the Carter 4 is the Carter 4 with fucking Carter 4 is the best Wayne album.
With Carter's the best album for him.
Carter 4 is the best album.
Yeah.
Carter
2. Carter 2.
I'm with you.
What's on the Carter 2?
Fireman.
That's not even a great song, man. It's great. It's a good song. Come on, man. Wayne,
Carter 4, lit, and I'm gonna wax that.
Receipt is dope.
No, Carter 4 is the best
Fly
one.
in and Fly Out. Those are both dope. They
Man,
showed
Carter
up.
4 got
Hit 'em
6
up.
foot, 7 foot.
It
She
does
will.
have 6 and 7 foot.
He got So Special, How to Love, President Carter. It's got
Bro,
all them on there.
Mars.
Mirror, Two
How
Shot.
to Love is the most ass song ever, dude. How you
Man,
don't even
he had
that
like
song
5.
is trash.
The best song on the album is Mega Man, dog. And they don't even blunt
Yeah,
blowing.
but you just said, "Hey, it's got How to Love."
But
No,
everybody knows it.
that is a -5-star track to me.
Everybody loves
that.
How to Love, man. I mean, like it's commercial. You know what I'm saying? There's
No,
not anything on his other albums that touch that.
Isn't that the same song he sang to Superhead?
I mean, I was saying to it too. She got that. You seen her do it, motherfucking what they call it, pepper grinder, the pepper grinder on it.
No. It wasn't How to Love. Who was it? He was some porn star that he actually sang that song to. And I'm like, dude,
I watched
it's a
the
porn
Superhead
star and you're
video.
Wayne. You don't have to
watched-
sing shit to her.
I watched Superhead. Corinne Steppens. Let's call her by her name now. I mean, she's not that same person anymore. But I watched the Corinne Steppens video in college. Changed my life, dog. Think I'm joking? Changed my life. Pepper grinder. Y'all, real niggas know what that is.
Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ,
refer to it
man.
as the Texas twist. But go ahead.
Jesus Christ. I ain't giving Texas no credit for that shit. Fuck, God.
No,
Miracle.
I'm sure someone outside the Gold Club in Houston invented that shit.
Look, Phil, read the book. read Phil. What's the name? Got a Corinne Stephens has a book, man, where she talks about how she come up. No pun intended. She had I guess she was dating Cool G Rap, which is Queens Bridge rapper, very famous. Yeah. And man, she said she was giving that dude dome for so long her nose was bleeding. Like, man,
G-Rap is an OG in many ways, I guess.
Man,
let me tell you something. That's a dude who is sorely underrated, by the way.
She got a list, man. She was, I think she ended up married or engaged to Eddie Winslow from Family Matters,
Family
right?
Matters.
Right? Yeah. Superhead, like married Eddie Winslow, right?
Really?
Yeah, that happened. I think they're divorced now, though.
Yo, I'll tell
She's
you what.
Bobby from Whitney, bro.
That light-skinned Negroes are fucking plus 100 with that then, because she married a dark-skinned cat. So
man, except for Barnes' ass, Barnes got his girl taken. Ain't light-skinned dudes ain't supposed to get their girl taken, bro.
Hey, bro, y'all married Superhead. Fuck y'all dark-skinned cats, man. Jesus Christ, you don't marry that.
You ever hear that story about Diddy? There's this wonderful story that I remember years ago. It came out. I read it on like Baller Status or some shit like that. If y'all remember the blog Days of Hip Hop, Baller Status is one of them. And there was some story where like Diddy saw Exhibit was in the club with Superhead, and he was about to leave with her. And Diddy pulls Exhibit to his side, like, "Yo, don't do it, man. Don't do it." And X is like, "Why?" He says, "Yo, because she's going to take pictures of her putting her fingers in your booty." Like, he got all kinds of paranoid about that. He's like, "Yo, I'm serious. She's going to put her fingers in your booty, and she's going to take pictures of it. And she's going to put it out on the internet." And I'm like, damn, Diddy, why so paranoid?
I'm going to change the channel on that one. I can talk about cock rings and, all day long.
Hey, Diddy said it, not me.
Bringing up, booty fingers. Nothing to do with that. Oh, yeah, I got to tell y'all this joke when my friends told me. What's this right here?
Viagra.
The West Virginia mating call.
Damn it! He knew it! Motherfucker.
Wait, what?
What's the sound?
He said
Same
the
in
West
Kentucky?
Virginia mating call?
The West Virginia mating call.
What the fuck? Okay.
You watch it? Have y'all ever watched the
Wonderful Wife, the Wild Wonderful Wives of West Virginia?
Oh, y'all got to please watch that tonight, fellas.
That is the greatest shit ever.
Oh my god, man! On my phone,
It will make you completely abandon all sense of white privilege.
I got my girl say to my phone, "It's Sue Bob with the titties." Man, I'm telling y'all got to watch this dude. And it's
no idea what you're talking about.
Man,
okay, if you watch it, if you watch it, you'll understand why I laughed so hard when Andy Burroughs said that his experience in America was spending a year in Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Yeah.
because it is the same shit there. That's Eastern Panhandle, but it's the same thing as where this takes place a little further deeper into West Virginia. But these people, let me tell you something.
Like Eastern
It
Kentucky, like
is
that.
it is some of the most insane levels of like white trashdom you've ever seen.
Oh, it's like Wrong Turn bad, dog. You ever seen that movie Wrong Turn?
It is insane.
It's like
But
Deliverance. It's like The Deliverance. Have you ever seen that?
yeah,
That's
these
Eastern
are like
Kentucky, though.
I mean, this is like you're gonna watch this and feel so much better about yourself as a
Oh
human
yeah,
being.
watch it. I'm telling you, man, watch it. It's not about white people, but it is about white people. But it's not like
It's
about
about-
race. It's not about race. Their last name is White, but it's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
The Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Or
They
something
come.
like that.
You see, they come from a line of these mountain dancers and all this other stuff, but they're all like people who learn how to game the welfare system. So like none of them work.
We need to get one of them on the show. I'm
They
sure
all
we'll
live off of disability checks and shit. And the guy shakes his little tube of prescription pills. He goes, "You know what this is?" Shakes it just like he was. It's West Virginia mating call.
It's really high blood pressure medicine for me because I'm old. Just kidding. Full disclosure.
But it's supposed to be like Perks or Vicodin or
Hydros, chlorothiazide. That's man.
Damn.
Y'all need to watch that.
That is honestly one of the best
I'm trying to Google it
documentaries.
as we're talking right now.
Man, like Steve, and I mean, you need to write The Expanse and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. This is hilarious.
What does it
So
come
much
on?
much
It was on
alliteration.
Netflix for a long time.
It's on Prime for sure. I watch it all the time. We watch it out. We'll get high and watch that shit and just laugh, man. Like it's the funniest shit. It's like how the fuck do people live like this, man? It's like the Tiger King. You know, like them motherfuckers was living the whole time and you never heard of them. Like how these motherfuckers just live raising tigers and shit and chewing their arms off, still going to work the next day.
like it's not just black people. Like hell yeah.
No, I don't know the black equivalent to that. I guess I don't know what the black equivalent to Wonderful Whites of West Virginia would be.
I don't think there is. I don't think there's any ethnicity can have an equivalent to that movie because that's.
Man,
I live in Western Virginia, so I see a lot of this similar shit. It's not to the extent if you go on the other side of that mountain for me.
Is it a movie or series?
It's a
it's a
documentary.
movie. It's a documentary. It's hilarious,
Okay,
man.
so single thing. Okay, I'll check it out.
Amazon Prime has the best documentaries. I'm telling you. I just watched documentaries.
It's not on Netflix now. It used to be on Netflix for years.
It's on Prime.
They make you buy it for $6.99. I'm gonna pass on that.
It's worth $6.99, man. You're gonna watch it 4 or 5 times laughing. You're gonna get drunk like I'm gonna turn this shit on.
Jeff Bezos, you make me pay $120 a year for your fucking program, bro. And millions of people do that. I'm not paying this additional $6.99.
I'm gonna give you my Amazon password so you can go watch the motherfucker.
I'm
Hold on a
gonna
second.
Xbox Series X to my house, then let's do it. Give me your password, baby. Let's go.
This dude's great. I'm gonna
Hey,
get rubber sex toys mailed out my debit
I'm gonna
card.
hook you up.
You're gonna give your username and password on the
No,
podcast?
it's someone uploaded it to YouTube for free.
You can
you go.
can also gift movies on Amazon, can't you?
I don't know. If
It
you
is
can do it,
in
but-
the group chat, y'all.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. I will not share that link so YouTube doesn't cancel the
Man,
link. But yeah, I'll check it out.
It's riveting. I just want to use that word. It's
Wow.
not bad. I don't really know what that means.
That's the biggest word Def used in 2021.
I used onomatopoeia the other day, so fuck you.
What the fuck does that mean?
Onomatopoeia is a word that sounds like the word, like pop, P-O-P, like bang, B-A-N-G. It's a word that sounds like the word you're talking about. Like when I say kazam, that's an onomatopoeia. See?
He's right.
I know I was right, man. I got a college degree, motherfucker.
I know, but Dev was looking skeptically, or Rod was looking skeptically. So I was like, let me back up Dev on this one.
I'm right about a lot of things. Cockroach milk, onomatopoeias, you know what I'm saying? Cam Sims should be safety. Right all the time.
Nah, Cam Sims is catching back shoulder fades from Ryan Fitzpatrick, and he's not being moved in safety.
I'll take him. Hey, y'all tried this shit? This Berry Gold unarmed
Not yet.
body armor? Fire. I tried to find the Kobe edition.
We'll say this Pepsi Mango is not half bad.
What about this though? Y'all seen one of these? We're gonna
Very good. Nope. Here,
Tiger King.
I like that though. I like it.
Tiger King.
Tiger King grinder.
Herb grinder. It's for medicinal
An
purposes.
herb grinder. What's
Herb.
it used? What's it actually used for, Dev?
Well,
Grinding herb.
allow me to tell you, but I like to
Oregano?
grind up oregano or maybe some nice
Coffee,
peppercorn, some nice peppercorn.
coffee beans for his
Right,
French
coffee
press.
beans, right. Yeah. I like to sprinkle magnolia seeds around in my carpet and get back and clean them up.
That's the thing, though. You see, Steve. See, that's the thing. Onomatopoeia is scrolling down the bottom of the screen.
Onomatopoeia.
But
Definitely spelled that wrong
here's
for
the
Google
thing.
search initially.
Here's the thing. As Dev talks about wanting to do hood shit with his friends, he would do that after having a cup of his French press.
That's right.
Like that's Dev for you.
Is that the one that takes
y'all
out
gotta
of
realize
that shit? I wish I showed y'all. I got my girlfriend that Snoop Dogg shower curtain. Actually, 2 of them because they sent me the wrong one the first time.
Snoop Dogg
Oh, it's awesome. It's like the Jesus picture where it's like this. Whatever.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I know
like,
which one you're talking.
except the Snoop Dogg is a whole shower curtain.
We got our kids a fucking T-Rex, either T-Rex or I think it's a Velociraptor shower curtain, and they think it's weird.
You know, velociraptors are only the size of chickens in real life. Like movies, a velociraptor, prehistoric animal, they're like the size of domestic chickens in real life.
Really?
They're not like those big, fast, crazy dinosaurs they show in the movie. Like most of that shit's fake. In the Jurassic Park, they made up dinosaurs.
Google, talk to me.
I'm gonna be right again, man.
That's gonna fucking like really blow my mind. I'm probably gonna log off.
Santa Claus isn't real either. If y'all listening,
what?
Just having that conversation like kids tonight,
dude. You're wrong, Dev. You're wrong. Google says a Velociraptor was 1.8 meters fucking tall, which is about 6 feet. Fuck off, Dev.
No, man, hold on.
So a Velociraptor could square up with me.
Fuck off, Dev. It's not the size of a chicken, unless you're watching a chicken from fucking Family Guy and it's fighting.
Hold on.
Dev is wrong.
I'm gonna be right.
Dev is wrong. Fuck that.
Man, look. I'm looking up on Google. It says Velociraptor was the size of a big chicken. This meat eater weighed approximately 30 pounds. Soaking wet, not the same as good.
You're using Black Google. What are you using?
He was just 2 feet tall, 6 feet long.
No,
counting his tail. I'm looking at right now.
You know damn well he used Bing for that search.
He used Lycos. He said, "Lycos, go get it."
It does say okay. I'm okay. You know what? I'm looking. I'm reading more.
Man,
Maybe Dev is right. It does say a length of only fucking 6 feet. Hold on. Let's fucking click a picture.
Chicken, motherfucker. Ain't nobody got a picture of a Velociraptor.
Fuck you. What? I'm Google.
Find one of Jesus while you're at it. We need all the pictures.
The FBI is going to audit me for thinking I'm fucking going to recreate a Velociraptor now. But what the fuck?
I was right.
Animal. It's knee height.
I try to tell y'all, man. I'm in Kentucky. I know chickens, and I'm black. I'm done with no chickens.
What the fuck is going on?
So the question is, okay, could they still take down a T-Rex like they portray in the movies?
Hell no.
They hunt in packs. I do know that, and they're smart. They're one of the smartest.
They ain't too smart, man. I bet they gotta be smart. They had to figure out how to jack off with them short ass arms. I mean,
any Velociraptors that
walk around mad all the time too. I just want to jack out, beat my meat, please. You know.
You know what though? This says okay. So this takes you back to the question: would you rather fight one bear-sized duck or 1,000?
Hold on, you mean a duck-sized bear or? I'd rather fight a duck-sized bear than a bear-sized. You ever went up to a duck?
No, it's 1,000. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized bears or one bear-sized duck?
One bear-sized duck would be easy.
Nope.
You kick the fuck out of it, dog. You ever seen a duck? You ever try to go up against a duck, dog? You ever went to the pond with some crackers and some shit? They're like Bloods and Crips.
Bro, a bear-sized duck, though?
Oh, that'd be fucking scary as shit.
Imagine 1,000 little ferocious grizzly bears.
Dude,
I'm punting those.
Ducks are not nice, bro.
I could probably outrun the little motherfuckers with their little legs like this. But the big-ass dude?
You can't say that, man. You ever seen a squirrel? Like if a squirrel wanted to fuck you up in the backyard, what you gonna do?
Oh my god! Why would you bring up a squirrel? You fucking scumbag!
I'm just saying.
I got attacked by a squirrel as a kid.
I feel like if a squirrel can bite through nuts, it can bite through nuts, bro. That's my logic.
I'm 39 years old. I'm still petrified of squirrels.
We got white ones here, bro. You be real petrified. I'm dead ass for guys that don't know.
Yeah.
Kentucky is the only place with white squirrels. We don't have any
We
brown
had
ones.
a huge pine tree in front of our house as a kid. It got blown over and like a fucking tornado came through Connecticut. Oddly enough, in like 89 to 93. I don't exactly remember the time span, but I remember knocking off the top of that pine tree. My parents were finally like, "Okay, we gotta cut this down." But that fucking squirrel, before the tree was cut down, ran up the tree halfway, and I hated squirrels so much I threw rocks at it. Threw rocks, and that little piece of shit jumped off and jumped on my back.
You ever seen the flying squirrel? The wombat looking motherfuckers, man. They got like this.
Scared of it.
Yeah, they fly in Georgia.
All right, so Rod has an irrational fear of squirrels. I have an
rational fear of squirrels. Rational. There's
All
nothing irrational about that, Phil. It jumped on my back as a kid.
No, I'm with you because
God
I had the
damn.
same experience with a bee. So and a wasp. I had one with a bee and one with a wasp.
What are you
So
scared of?
I hate both of those little bastards.
What are you scared of, Steve? Like clowns and shit? You gotta have something weird you're scared of.
No, I don't know, man. It used to be snakes, and then I owned a bunch of snakes to conquer that fear. I'm back to being afraid of snakes though. I had a 12-foot albino Burmese python. He was massive, and then eventually I just got afraid of him, and I've been afraid of snakes ever since. But I bought snakes to be
bought a snake and got afraid of it.
No. Well, once he's 12 feet, and then eventually
I've married a woman and got me afraid of her, so I know how it feels. I mean, shit.
Yeah, I gave him to my aunt, so I had to. When I went away, I went to Iraq, and I had nothing to do with him, so I gave him to my aunt. I came back and tried to take him back, and I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass. You can go ahead and keep this dude." They built a bedroom just for his habitat. It was crazy. So,
I had a 6-foot iguana like that, bro.
Yeah, but I bought a snake originally because I was afraid of snakes. I was like, well, why not? I was in college. I would take the snake, wrap it around my body, go walk on Daytona Beach. All the girls would come to me like, "Oh, can I see that snake?" I was like, "You sure can." And then so it was definitely like having a little puppy.
Would you also like to see my Burmese python?
But yes, I would say snakes is my afraid thing.
That joke's only worse if you're not Asian, Steve. So
that's true. You can see my Chinese finger trap.
We had a girl in college we called that. Crazy. He wasn't even Chinese. That's what's funny about it.
Oh, hold on, Dev. Have you ever watched any Kevin Smith movies?
Yeah,
Yes,
I like Kevin Smith.
Okay.
I like mostly.
Remember Chasing Amy?
I have watched Chasing Amy. I don't remember it.
The whole finger cuffs thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly where you took me with that.
Finger trap, man. I remember that girl. I guess
y'all haven't watched that movie, by the way. That's another underrated movie. Chasing Amy. That's in my top 5 as well.
The girl in college, they called that. She was eerily good at like John Madden football. It's like fucking crazy. Like I've never seen a girl that literally you'd have to play her hard you'd have to play her because she was good at Madden and she didn't know football at all. Knew how to play Madden.
Did she beat you?
No.
No.
I have no mercy, dog. I'm like Cobra Kai when I play Madden, dog. I sweep the leg every time.
Except when you play Parker, right?
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew, y'all. That's day one.
Shout out to Parker Ham, bro. Whoop your ass in Madden. You're still hearing about that.
Andy's still scared to play me, man. And Shop. I've been trying to hit Shop up on Xbox. I see him online.
Why would you want to take an automatic L like that?
Andy is garbage.
Shits and giggles.
Andy is garbage.
No, I meant Shop.
Andy Burrows, you are
I'm gonna beat Shop.
Madden.
I'm beating Shop's ass, man. Now, if you listen to Shop, it's for you. I'm whooping your ass.
Damn.
You'll whoop Fred's ass too? Because that didn't happen.
I'll beat Rod's ass. He knows he ain't saying shit.
Bro.
He the only one ain't joking over here.
Madden sucks. I'm so hurt that they delayed NFL 2K.
Man, it's gonna be a phone game anyways. It was gonna be a phone game, cell phone game.
Still better than Madden. Madden is fucking. I played my nephew last night. I told him like fuck his mom, fuck his dad.
Damn, isn't that your sister?
It is. Fuck him. I hate him.
Damn.
She's no longer my sister. I played my nephew last night in Madden and he whooped my ass. He's a Patriots fan who chose the Saints. I could not generate offense at all. Like I put in Heineke, Allen, and fucking Alex Smith. Garbage. I had 5 interceptions.
I clean
I
motherfuckers
could
up
not-
online playing with Heineke.
could
I
not
clean
Hey, were any of
them
those? Did any of those interceptions happen after J.D. McKissick fell on the ground?
do
yeah, that nigga.
True story.
Oh my god, it sucked. I fucking and then I transitioned to like not ESPN, but Xbox 360 Fight Night Champions. I was like, play me in this, Jaden, and he can proceed to whip my ass. I had Mike Tyson. He had
They're
Brad-
bringing Fight Night back too, by the way.
What's up?
They're bringing Fight Night back too. I don't know if they're going. I know if they're going to port the old one back in or just create a new one. But I think they're
I
going
didn't
to.
play champions. I played round 2 and round 3. Those are the ones I played.
You can still
I'm
play the old
watching
one.
Esports Boxing Club from Steel. I think it's Steel City Interactive. If you haven't checked that out yet, look it up. It looks incredible.
I had
I
one
know
on
you guys are all
Oculus.
MMA fans. It looks so dope, man. It's supposed to be coming out in the next couple of months, I think, for PC, early access, maybe the consoles as well, and then a full release later this year. But their roster of fighters is pretty exceptional. The physics behind it looks really good. So Esports Boxing Club, I'm so looking forward to that game, man. I think it's gonna be awesome. Fingers crossed.
Have you played the show yet?
I have. I played. I last played after I threw a no hitter, and I haven't played again because that's a lifetime achievement. So I'm scared to play it again. But yeah, Garrett Cole threw a no hitter for the Yankees for me. So
Shit, I got a no hitter put on my ass. I couldn't hit shit.
See,
I play on Legend though. It's hard.
I still go back and play MVP Baseball 05 because that's still the greatest baseball game ever.
Baseball Stars on Nintendo.
I used to love baseball. American Dreams.
Yeah,
That's my whole squad right there. That was like cheese. That was OP, man. On there.
That's like using Walter Payton on Tecmo.
Right.
Like American Dreams.
Like using Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
Yeah. Christian Okoye and somebody.
Baseball Stars. What a great game.
Yeah. That was a great game. That was actually a really good game.
Major League Baseball for an NES was the greatest baseball game ever.
No, RBI was the greatest baseball game ever.
RBI was pretty dope though too.
RBI was really good.
If you've ever played MVP 05, you'd understand why. Like, there's just so much. They got the physics right. The depth of the game is on point. The soundtrack's great. It was back when EA made quality games, because that's when Madden 05 came out, and that was the last great Madden to me was 05. Everything since then has been downhill.
My girlfriend's daughter just won her softball game. So shout out to her.
You guys ever saw the original on the? It was just called Baseball on Nintendo.
Yes,
just called Baseball.
NES Baseball.
I was showing my kids that because I had the little boxes like the emulator and baseball's on there, and they're like, "Hey, Daddy, how come when the guy hits the ball, it just goes right past him?" And then they're like, they're like glitching to get the ball, and then I'm like, "Hey, you know what? That's how it was back in the day. your 6-year-old brain can't comprehend that, but to me, that was like
dope shit. Graphics too back then. That's like, oh man, they got people.
I played on NES. I was a Roger Clemens MVP baseball guy.
I remember
Roger Clemens baseball was dope.
I remember
it was funny because like they didn't have the Major League Baseball license, so like what they did is that like they would scramble the names, or they would use a nickname like Jose Canseco Jose Canseco was J Bash, and Mark McGuire was M Bash for the Bash brothers.
Yeah,
Ricky Henderson was R Speed.
Yeah, I remember that. But Madden used to do that with NFL before they had the license. They had the Foxborough Patriots.
Yeah,
just Washington. It didn't say.
I've got on a separate screen open here Madden 93 on an emulator that I've been playing, and it's funny because they couldn't do that. They couldn't separate like Jets and Giants. So what they did is that they had New York was the Giants, and the Jets are just New Jersey.
Yeah.
And then they got
Meadowlands.
The LA Rams or the Rams are Los Angeles, but Oakland is the Raiders.
Right. In Madden that they all the players were white until like 2 or 3 years after. Y'all know that?
All the players in this one, it's funny because they're white on the screen, but when they show like the cut screen or like the kicker missing a field goal or something, black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The 1 year they started putting black players. They made all the players black 1 year, and then they start making it where everybody's same colors. different color.
I still loved when the ambulance came and ran over the the entire team and the dude that was injured. That was such a fun little thing.
We thought that was so realistic, but in real life, no ambulances ever run on the field for nobody.
No, never.
It was like, oh man, it's just like real life. When's this ever happened in real life? When's the ambulance came on the field?
The only closest thing I've ever seen to that is in the middle of soccer games when they bring out the two guys with a stretcher.
Oh yeah, it was better than 2K. 2K5 came out. Every time they got injured, it was a twisted knee. Remember that? It's just a twisted knee, Dan. Like what? How many twisted knees? You gonna have
you know what? As much as we clown Madden, and it's. You know what? I know Madden every year is a roster update. That's it. But you know what? My stupid ass still buys it as soon as it comes out every single year.
Because it's become part of your I mean, like
every year, man. Clown
Madden,
shoes.
One day,
Madden takes you back to a place where video games. Madden is still one of those games that exist when video games were fun. For just being video games. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to have all this social networking involved with it and multiplayer shit. You got so much weird shit going on in updates for every game that takes kind of the joy away.
But the thing, here's the crazy thing, right? So did y'all see it? They unveiled the Unreal 5 engine. That they unveiled it. Okay, that shit is crazy. I would love to see them find a way to put Madden on an Unreal 5 engine. You imagine how good that would look? If you've seen the Unreal 5 engine, it is you haven't seen anything like that before.
I thought that one game was on the Unreal Engine. The one that came out with had the ragdoll physics and shit.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it.
I can't remember the game either because I just saw the little teaser video they put out.
I bought it when it came out, and it was like super realistic, but it was like the camera angle was so bad.
No. This is an engine that hasn't even come out yet. Hold on. Maybe it's not Unreal 5. I thought it was 5, but I could be wrong.
Hey, Rodney, what's that football game where they used that Unreal Engine that one year where all the ragdoll
Backbreaker,
yeah, it was so dope, except the camera angle was so shit.
It's Unreal 5, and like they just allowed they just put out early access to it for developers. That engine is nuts.
Backbreaker was on it. It was pretty good, I think.
Rod, you see that?
Yeah,
they unveiled the Unreal 5 engine.
We over eating ice cream cone on the video, man. Nobody wants to see that
cupcake.
Bro. I said,
bro, I ate 10 wings on camera.
He over there trying to eat it all slow and shit, like a light skinned person.
I'm trying not to eat it with a homoerotic type shit, man. Fucking that fucking black with cream top and shit, man. Like, fucking turn away.
Go ahead and put your Cash App up there, man. For the
fuck you, man.
Unlock this.
We didn't start an app called Only Stands where we just go around and like put light bulbs in people's high ceilings and mow their grass and shit that ain't got no man around the house to do. You know what I'm saying? We need to do like manly stuff, like trimming hedges and shit. You know what I'm saying? Call it Only Stands, and we just do that shit fully clothed. I mean, I will pull my dick out and change the light bulb for $5. I guess subscription. I guess if that's what they want. You know,
if it gets you some money, if it makes you a couple bucks.
Yeah, pay me in Dogecoin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how this works.
There we go. Rod put his Cash App up on his name. There you go. He's good.
Still, cupcake. That's the name you want to carry, cupcake. That's the name you want to use. Oh shit!
This is why you do not make the co-host get admin privileges in this shit. You fucker.
Cupcake. Oh my god, bro.
That's funny as shit, Steve.
Somebody named Money Sign Cupcake is getting some money right now on your behalf. That's Rod's money. Y'all take it. He ate ice cream coming on air for that money. Give me back this $1.
$ chaos 744. But please do not send me any money because I just post about that shit.
Man, if my phone went there right now,
hold up, Rod. When you get that first one that comes in, a note attached to it says "cupcake."
Bro, I bet my buddy from high school. Every year, he's a Giants fan, and we always bet about head-to-head record is like $50 a game, and then overall better record is $100. So it's a $200 bet maximum. Worst case, completely you get nothing. You split the series and then.
So y'all washed this year, didn't you?
I won. No, it was a wash. I think it was a wash
because we lost both games to the Giants, but we won the division.
Yep. So it was a complete wash with Mike Barrett, but I won 1 year, I think 2 years ago, and he responded to my PayPal, and he had the payment was for lackluster mail services, and I'm like, fucking son of a bitch, How do you respond to that? Just you spend the money like a cheap, dirty whore, and I did. I had my budget. It's all good. Shout out to Mike Barrett. Appreciate you, man. Oh man.
Good times though, fellas.
It is. Fellas, this is a barbershop pod, and we always go long, but it is a Thursday. I'm off tomorrow. I don't know if you guys are off, so I do want to at least transition to the shout outs phase of the pod. So Steve, I'll kind of kick it off with you. Who do you want to give you a shout out to as we close off pod 72?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to Ben Harlow. The Chinese finger trap. No, Ben Harlow, he finally came up on the net about listening to the podcast. So that's good stuff, man. We really appreciate
stole my shout out.
Okay. This is a joint shout out for me and Phil and I. But no, seriously, I think, feedback, good, bad, and different. You can say you suck ass, but feedback is feedback, and you either get better or it's a compliment. So either way, feedback is great. Whichever it is, so we really appreciate it. So shout out to Phil for also choosing Ben Harlow as his shout out.
Shout out to Rod's friend who said that we're just Dan Snyder shills.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy, fucking John P. Misael. He's across every Redskins Washington football group, and if you say anything positive about the team, he can't be a Redskins fan. He can't be a Washington football fan. If you say anything positive about the team, he calls you a Dan Snyder shill. He calls you out your name. Can't do anything about it. You try to block him or whatever. He still finds you a funny dude. Unfortunate for him that his life sucks and he just targets more positive thinking. So, yeah. But Dev, go ahead. Who's getting your shout out, bro?
I didn't think about this at all. So,
the weed man, the milkman.
I don't know. Man, shout out to the guys. Fuck child support, man. That's some bullshit.
No, I'm laughing at the crawl.
No, but shout out to all the guys who showed up to Redskins camp. Where were they doing that this year? Richmond. What are they doing this year? Richmond or
it's in Ashburn. It's in Ashburn.
Ashburn. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys, man, that showed up during the Rona, got their vaccinations or whatnot, and working hard out there, man. And shout out to Harmon. Look like he's in shape. He looks healthy. Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, he does. Very healthy.
And that's it, man. Shout out. Oh yeah, shout out to Aaron Rodgers because he's gonna be on our team pretty soon.
This is the next sword you're gonna fall on, right?
Aaron Rodgers, man.
Here. Okay.
And if I know anything, it's Aaron Rodgers and cockroach milk. Damn it!
It was Cam Newton.
Cam Newton was coming, bro. Stop that. You know he was coming.
Pause. Can I get a pause on that?
Okay. You don't want to. Hey, did you check your cash out, Rod?
Fuck you, man. That ain't happening. Don't you fucking send me money, you bastards. Shout out to all the addicts, man. I'm gonna disclose it with that. Shout out to all the addicts, man. It's funny. A couple of days ago, I think 2 days ago, I was like 12 away from hitting 1,400 on Twitter. And I was like, hey, 12 away, and then hitting 1,500 within like 18 hours or some shit like that.
How come I ain't getting no fucking followers, man? Some bullshit.
Y'all ain't like
I have more followers than Redskins Washington football team Washington football addicts did, and now I don't.
No way. Not possible.
Talking about before.
Right now,
talking about before.
Pretty much a big deal. It's for us though. That's the team account. I don't give a fuck, man. Like that's us. Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who got me to 100 followers today.
Hey, that's
I'm doing better than this dude by 7 times. I'm good. I'm in the 9s, I think.
Listen to the pod though, man. Like so folks who I'm gonna obviously we'll tweet this out. All of us will tweet it out, but subscribe, listen, join the group, man. Facebook is still ground zero for us. We talk a lot more on Facebook. I made the backup group today because Phil likes to curse out people, and so do I on occasion. And God forbid we lose the group. I don't want to lose the.
We could lose the group. You got to cut some people out.
It's crazy, bro. Like, so here's the thing. I'm part of like Iron Fist Boxing, like on Facebook as well. I was one of the mods up there, and somebody was talking about like watching boxing, and they love it, and they're like, "Yo, I watch every fight. Like, I'll stream like 5 fights or 5 cards on one weekend." And the main owner of the group called me. It's like, "Dude, you're a boxing animal." And Facebook canceled the group for fucking bullying. Completely nucleared it. Like, done. Can't get it back. It's gone. So I was like, dude, are you serious? I was like, bro, like, we call people like idiots or like stupid hoes or some shit like that because they talk shit to us, so we talk shit back. But as an admin of a Facebook group, you cannot talk shit back at all because they will completely destroy your group. So
I wonder if somebody's doing that or it's an algorithm.
Everybody in the group, if you've noticed, I haven't said a word in a while. I'm in the middle of a 30-day ban because I said I hate the Yankees.
You deserve that.
And then I appealed it to Facebook, and they said, "Oops, our bad. We'll put this back on Facebook." And they still put me on a 30-day ban.
Yeah,
they put me on a 7-day ban. They put me on a 7-day ban before that, like a month before that. They put me on a 7-day ban for calling someone a mad hoe in a group called Now Playing Hoes Mad. Like, the group's called Hoes Mad, and that's fine. I say Hoes Mad, and I get a 7-day ban.
I did. I wrote by Cabela's one day and I asked how are they having a sell on ammo because everything's sold out. I wrote that exact sentence and they banned me for like 15 days. Talking about ammo and sale in the same sentence. And then they said they're bad, they'll put it back. And then I never got it put back and they still kept me banned.
So it's funny, my comment did get put back and I still got a 30-day ban. Like,
blame white people, dog. That's what I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna close it with my final shout for the evening is a local kid, L Ross. He's a local rapper from the DMV area. I don't have his music to play right now. I'll play it post credit, but listen to the kid. I thought he was dope, and reached out to him. I was like, listen, man, like something new I want to introduce to the pod is that when we close out, if we got a local artist song, whether it's R&B, hip hop, metal, I don't give a shit.
Not
if we
country.
Throw it up there. What's up?
We ain't playing no motherfucking country.
Hey, if they're from the DMV, man, and we just want to show love to folks who are obviously Washington football fans, or at least support.
Just kidding.
The team,
I like country.
Be part of the area. We'll play the song, man, at the end.
I like country, by the way.
I like country too. Country.
He stopped loving her today.
Hey, listen, I got put onto a song a couple weeks ago called Rednecker, and it is funny as shit.
I don't like the silly country songs. I like the.
I love it. Like, funny as shit, man. The dude talks about coming from a smaller town, having a bigger truck, and he's more rednecker.
Isn't that every country song? Pretty much country music's like rap music set backwards. In rap music, you got a house and all kinds of bitches, but in country music, you ain't got no house or no woman. Country music, your dog's dead. In rap music, all your dogs hanging out with you. It's like the same thing. Like, you're out of liquor in the country music, you're popping balls in rap music. It's just reverse rap music.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. But yeah, I'm calling it a night. I know you guys, a couple of you guys got work in the morning. I'm off. It's a 4-day weekend from Memorial Day, so
I do not have work for another week and a half. Thank you.
No, there's currently no planned Saturday pod, because I do plan to be away from the area. I know Steve said he'll be away as well, but if we do get together, we'll publish another one. But if not, listeners, we'll see you next Thursday night / Friday morning when we publish after this one. But yeah, fellas, it's been good, man. It's always good to get with you guys. A barbershop pod is they're the funnest ones I have. We have the randomness and just the camaraderie that we've established over the past couple of months, a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. It means a lot to me. So yeah,
shout out to Steve's wife who just made an appearance in the background.
Shout out to Captain D's, bitch. Nah.
Got him,
bro.
Shout out to 7-Eleven for the spicy wings. Let me tell you something. That's on the low.
I'm
glad you said these in years.
before we close out, then we talked about Phil's wings. He was eating wings when we first started the pod before we hit record, and I was like, "You're taking away key content." So yeah, 7-Eleven wings. Steve was like, "Yeah, they're good as fuck. It's a hidden gem." I'm gonna probably try to get some 7-Eleven wings tomorrow. I got some Pizza Hut wings a month ago, and I loved them. The Wing Street, I think, is what they're called. But I'm gonna try 7-Eleven tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully it's a good mix, man.
Mm-hmm. The spicy wings. Let me tell you something. The spicy breaded wings. It's got a little bite to it, but they're good. They are good.
Definitely check it out.
Hidden gems, people. We bring the real content.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to Washington Football X, and like we've said, it's a pleasure, chatting with you guys, and hopefully you listen. If you've seen the banners come up during the stream on YouTube, please respond, give us your answers, and we look forward to hearing from you guys. But hail, man.
Cock wings and chicken wings.
Episode 72 in the books.
That's it.
We
Let's
out.
go. Peace.